All right, good evening, everybody. Afternoon? Yeah, still afternoon. We are here with some D&D today. We were supposed to be starting 5 minutes ago, but it looks like a couple people are running late, so we're going to pop in chat, see what's going on. Boop. Kalon says, be right back. There we go, that's pulled up. Hey, look, our peoples. And let's go ahead and undeafen myself. And pop back over to here. Boop. Cool. Okay, so it seems like multi-stream is up and running. I'm getting chats from Twitch and Facebook, but YouTube not so much. So, not sure what is going on with that currently. But I'm still keeping an eye on. But I'm keeping an eye on it just in case. Not that anybody's gonna come by and watch. Oh well. Yeah, we are now multi-streaming, and it looks like it's holding pretty steady comparatively when I'm trying to play a game. Because life's a bitch. Boop. And okay, that looks like that's still going. Discord. Okay, and just no one's talking right now, which is fine. Notes. Station 10. Let me switch over to Boop. My little guy. So, we've been gone for... No, it's been about 5 weeks since we played last, if not a little bit longer. Could be 6 weeks.
Hey guys.
Let me go ahead.
Hello!
I'm going to adjust this as
my
people
bad
show
for
up.
being a bit late. I thought it was 3:30 CST.
No worries.
Alright, I'm going to take about 5-10 minutes, and then I'll be ready.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We're still waiting for everyone else, so.
Yeah,
and everyone else just showed up.
Well, Haley's not going to be around, so just me.
Oh no!
They're loud.
What?
Let's turn Ray down a little
No,
bit.
I was just, teasing him about it just being him. Like, oh no, we're suffering so badly.
Ray can go down.
I'll tell Haley
Don't
you
know.
said that.
Well, it's more the whole fact of, yes, I'm sad she's not here, but at the same time, like, it's... we're still happy we're here.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me go update things here real quick for everybody.
Words and stuff. Well,
how's everyone doing today?
I'm alive.
I'm playing D&D, so
I'm somehow awake.
Yeah, Raz still being awake is a mystery.
Raz, how long have you been awake?
What?
32 hours, maybe? I want to guess.
What the heck, man?
I'm only guessing, so.
Apparently, I've been awake long enough that I can't do math right.
What is math?
Did you wake up today?
Oh, there it is.
No, I woke up yesterday.
Or is it tomorrow?
Okay, so...
No, I woke up yesterday at like
is like
6.
I don't know, 10 minutes.
And now it's
3:30.
3:30.
Oh, not that long. Less than 24 hours.
Yes, it's less than 24, but it's getting there.
So, I haven't been playing for a couple weeks. I'm going to try and explain this while people are being quiet. So we've had about 5 weeks that we've been just chilling in the town while they're doing...
There we go.
While they're working on words.
Nice.
Like doing
field.
agreement.
Nothing bad is gonna happen to you.
That's a bullface lie. While they've been working on like treaties and agreements and blah blah blah. So I can't remember the actual word off the top of my head. And
not lying. I'm just speaking maybe truths.
that's D&D General. Let me scroll back and look for the actual word that I can't remember at the moment. Hold that thought, hold that thought, hold that thought. Negotiations, that's what it was. They've been working on negotiations for the past 3 weeks, or 5 weeks. Zion unfortunately was not allowed to be working on his blacksmithing while out and about in town, so he's just been locking himself away in the library, studying and reading up on runesmithing. And his assistant Annabella has essentially just had to go and just look for him and find him, and like physically attempt to drag him out of the library for food and sleep. That's more or less what he's been doing for the past 5 weeks.
Then let's try some music in here. Hopefully this will work.
Okay. Matter.
Yes.
How did you roll 12d6 and get exactly 50?
You can see that.
Magic.
Yeah. How though?
Math.
Math. Sounded like you were still unsure of even that answer.
We have math. That is what we have.
I like how I got 0 2s as well. And only 1 1.
Yeah. We might have to go without sound music today. Sorry about that.
Sad, that's fine.
Okie dokie.
Don't worry. Haven't set up something to replace Groovy.
I'm still trying to look for stuff. So.
Okay.
All right. Well, without further ado, because ado is weird. Abe, you with us?
No, he's still AFK then.
He has departed to the land of the next room.
Yeah, it's a faraway land, a distant land, with a Daniel. I don't know if this Daniel's here with me. Big boy went to church today.
He should be back within, I don't know, a few moments.
And it gives me time to look for stuff for your Doom. I mean, for fun. I mean, your Doom.
Yeah, Doom.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, there he is.
Allergy pill. Throat's been feeling.
I speak Doom, then he comes.
Might not be the best voice acting today.
Coincidence? I think not.
30-second ad break.
Alrighty then.
No,
welcome everyone back from a very long hiatus to the Aldaria campaign. It has been quite some time, but we are here. We are having fun, and well, there's a couple of things that have happened over the past couple of weeks. As a quick recap, this is the Babysitters group. Of all of you have been in the kingdom working for a bunch of mercenaries known as the Troubadours, a very highly decorated group of mercenaries located within the borderline of the kingdom and the empire. Now, after some successful missions, you guys were all hired by a local Lord Van Vaku, where you were all supposed to go to one of the major cities of the kingdom, Wyvernmount. There, you were escorting some very important dignitaries from the Empire to discuss a couple of things that were beyond what you needed to know. All you knew is that you were going there to basically make sure that everyone got there safely and then wait around basically to do what they needed you to do. All you know is you're getting paid relatively well and that you get to even be paid on downtime. So, easy money, easy job, easy life. After going through some spidery forests, you managed to make it to the city of Wyvern Mount, where you were greeted by the lord of that entire city and region, Felix Wyvernmount, a one-armed lord, scarred, and very polite. It has been 3 weeks since you have all arrived here, and negotiations are beginning to wind down. However, it's, negotiations. Things will always go awry. Maybe. Who knows? In the middle of all of this, you all have said a couple of things that you were doing. Two of the people who are not here, both Aurelia and Roshk, the Fire Genasi rogue and the crocodile lizard folk, have all been doing their own thing. Kroshk has gotten himself really well acquainted with the Hunters Guild of the city. You might have remembered them. You guys ran back into them in Spindlewood. At least 2 representatives there. However, Krosh has beginning to be a little bit of name of himself. Even going off now, leaving the party to hunt a giant, stomach-expanding iguana-like creature. But, the tail looks pretty tasty, so he could not resist.
Yummy.
Ariella has been keeping her sit down for the most part, looking at the city. However, she's been actually being courted by one Tiberius Airfield, a very strange, very odd monk warrior from the Empire, though high-ranking general, as it is. So she has been up there and being courted, and that is where she is right now, being courted by Mr. Tiber. The rest of you have done some very interesting things. From what I've gathered, as to kind of quickly go through so we can get to the good stuff today, Ryder, the human bard, as well as Phineas, the human noble, went and tried their hand at the local fighting pits. Sometimes even fighting against one another, a closely held fight, where Phineas winning 2 out of his 4 bouts, and Ryder winning all 4 of his bouts. But both make a very handsome sum, as well as earning some grudging respect from the local toughs and other brawlers in the area. So good on both of you for that. Zion, the human blacksmith, has been researching in the library more ways to increase his vast knowledge, especially one of runesmithing, the ability to inscribe enchantments onto weapons. Now, that has come with some difficulty, as technically he cannot actually forge in this area without getting a license permit. However, what is really good is that while studying, he managed to find some more techniques, and he thinks he can have a much better grasp on learning the mechanics of runesmithing after all of this. And for anyone listening, that basically means that whenever Zion makes a check to actually start to practice runesmithing, he will get advantage on it, until he has successfully done that, in which that advantage will then go away. Kalan has had a different time. Mostly because, as you've all left her up to her own designs, which is completely interesting, leaving a small, somewhat 10-year-old looking girl in a city with,
Not the group mom.
a couple thousand people, about 10,000 people. She was found very quickly by some local, let's say paladin, and was brought over to the Cathedral District, which also, coincidentally, is also the district where there's the libraries and the schooling and the teaching. So for the past 3 weeks, Kalan has actually been going to school, basically with nuns. Though, because of this, she does have a bit greater grasp of the religion of the area, which has been worshipping the sun god Palor, as well as the god of the beginnings, Ruach, which kind of has been a little dabbings of Draymore, the god of the end and secrets. However, she's become a little bit more acquainted with that. As well as getting acquainted, and Ray, you don't know this. This is the one that just came up because I rolled for it today, and you got this. So congratulations.
Yay!
You have been escorted back and forth by an older man, nearing in his late 40s, early 50s, with silver peppery hair and beard, carrying a long sword on his in a sheath on his left waist, and he has just been like a kindly man, dressed in very good finery, chainmail kind of under him with a nice cloak around him. But he's been escorting you to and from the place as he has been going off. Make a perception check though for me real quick, because you might be able to see where he is going off to.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's enough, actually.
Yay!
He's not trying to feel it. You have seen him go to and from the Palace District, where you know that the negotiations are being held. You did get his name, as you did ask him one day, and his name is Elbricht Totwachter. Yes, Ignis, you have a question?
How did the mute child ask his name?
How is she going to pronounce Toadflockter?
You know I know how to write things, right?
You're just walking around with
yes.
pen and paper.
You were able to suspend your disbelief for like all the magic and dragons and shit, but like this is where you draw the line.
Yes, I know. This is where you draw the line. These children actually communicating. Wow. Wow.
I can write. My tongue's broken, not my hands.
Again, just carrying around pen and paper with you.
I mean, to be fair, she has been going to school for the past couple weeks, so, you know,
You
writing
have
utensils
gotten
and
much
parchment to
better.
write on have been part of the regular.
Your vocabulary has increased a little bit. At least your, if you had vocabulary and vernacular. Your writing has, but I will say though, your hands might be a little bit raw and red, but your penmanship has never been better.
Yay! And I'm sorry, what was the guy's last name? The one who's been basically my escort for the past couple weeks?
Totwachter. T-O-T with a little umlaut, 2 little O's over the T, and then basically Wachter. W-A-T-C-H-E-R.
Got it.
What was the first name?
Elbricht. E-L-B-R-I-C-H-T. Yes, we appreciate the umlauts over here.
Okay, so I noticed him. Is this just one time or multiple times him going to the Palace District?
Oh, he's been going almost every day.
Okay, so
you also have noticed.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was also going to say, with that notice, you've often seen him going toward usually a young man with kind of, in his early 20s with very nicely cropped, almost like to the nape of his neck, long brown hair, looking incredibly handsome and incredibly wealthy.
So my escort has been interacting with this gentleman constantly?
Yes. Constantly and consistently.
And does this happen going to school or coming from school?
Both. You've actually noticed that he drops you off and then he goes to the man who is waiting for him, seemingly. And afterward, he leaves the man and walks you back to the tavern.
Okay. So This is yes. Do you want to just go on with what else has been going on, or can I just interject something right now?
You can interject something right now. We're gonna say it's the middle of the day, and this Elbricht is, just very nicely escorting you home right now.
Okay, so after Kalan has noticed, God damn you, Abe. After Kalan has noticed her escort this entire time, just once again talking to the man. Elbricht is on one side of her, Fenrar's on the other side of her, and she just looks up, tugs on his sleeve, and points back at the guy who they were walking away from, kind of in a expression of, who was that? What was that about?
Of course. That was. Do not worry, little one. He is my charge. I escort him. However, he likes to roam around. It is good for him to be out among the people. He is my charge. My one I am sworn to protect. Like this little one. And he pets Fenrar on the head. Is sworn to protect you. He's a good dog.
At that, Fenrar kind of it looks like a sneeze, but you know how dogs kind of do that huff sneeze kind of thing?
Yes.
It's like that in reaction to being called a dog, but Kalan's really the only one who understands it. For Elbricht, he would kind of view it just as a sneeze, like some dust from the street, or, like a smell just didn't sit right with him. And she kind of just, accepts the answer, but keeps the information. Kind of like, oh, okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyway, it is good that, make sure that you go to studies. Make sure that Mother Rosa doesn't slap your hands again.
Rude.
Yeah, she kind of rubs her hands at that and wrinkles her nose like, ew, school.
I understand. My tutors were very much the same way, except it wasn't with little sticks, it was with blunted swords.
What the fuck?
And she just, they just continue on.
Memories. Eventually, as you guys are nearing the tavern we are staying at, which is known as the King's Rest, what are the rest of you guys doing as it is approaching toward the middle afternoon evening time in your third week in Wyvern's Minute? Or Wyvern's Minute. Wyverns? I don't know.
That depends. Has Annabella gone to go get Zion out of the library yet?
Let's just say at this point, you're looking through texts and everything, everything is happening, you just see this wizened old man. Excuse me, Mr. Zion, your escort has arrived. The young Miss Annabelle is waiting for you outside.
You didn't see me, and he proceeds to walk further into the library.
Oh my goodness. Please, Mr. Zion, we've been through this before. You cannot escape your fate. You know it's time to go. We are closing soon. Do I need to call the paladins again?
No.
Okay then, young one. You may go. You may come back tomorrow morning. I will promise you I'll give you Van Richten's tome of the... what's it called here? Yes, Undead Runes. So I'll get you that tomorrow if you make sure that you leave and clean up your place.
I will. Cleans up whatever mess he
Mr.
left and then
Zion.
proceeds to leave.
The young. Never, always in a hurry, never enough. Anyway, you come outside and he's like, Mr. Zion? Oh, I thought I was going to have to drag you out of there again. You know Mr. Willow doesn't like you staying there too long.
Yes, I know. But if I can't blacksmith, if I can't actively practice forging, then I might as well, just read up on it at least. Need to do something. I'm getting bored here.
You know you could have gone to the guilds here and probably have gotten a permit by now.
It's so much work.
Oh, Mr. Zion, this is... Oh, what will you do without me? Come on.
Do you
Let's
mind
go
doing that
back.
for me tomorrow?
Let's go back to the... I've been in the process. And she, like, pulls out a card and hands it to you. You have a journeyman's talent here, so go nuts, but try to be more careful. Oh, and you owe me 30 gold for that, by the way.
Go ask Ryder. He still owes me money.
Well, damn, Ryder's just everyone's coin purse, aren't they?
I mean, he owes me a fair amount from the sword, so.
Yeah, okay, good point.
She just, like, gives, like, the biggest sigh ever to that. Oh, very well. As you guys are heading back now toward the inn, what is Phineas up to?
Phineas is at the fighter's pit. He is not dressed in his normal extravagant clothes befitting a nobleman. He's dressed in some commoner's clothes, really no more than rags. And he's got these bruises on his face. And he's awaiting. Actually, he's just finished a fight and he's lost. He's just lost a fight.
Gotcha. All right. I'll set this scene. And as everyone is like gathered around, you see, everyone is there shouting at everything. A giant fist whacks you across the face, Phineas, as this hulking brute of a Goliath smacks you across the face with the butt of his spear, and you go flying onto the ground, grasping your short swords and and holding down, trying to struggle as you collapse to one knee, and you see the Dragonborn referee. That's enough! Fight's over! Fight's over! And the winner for third-time champion is Rock Crusher! And everyone gives a big yell in surprise. And let's give it a hand for the one and only, the newcomer, Breaker!
As the crowd's cheering, Phineas will sort of let out a frustrated yell, go, ah! And he'll spit out a little blood onto the floor and throw down his short sword. Get up to leave.
Yeah. Oh, come back next time. Remember, everyone, we're on a 3-day hiatus as we clean the pits, get some new sand, and get some new meat for all of you. I'll see you all then next in the 3 days. And it kind of goes by. You kind of walk out, and you see like the big Goliath put a hand on you. It's okay, brother. You'll get stronger. You'll soon be drinking much muscle milk like me, Crusher.
Don't need your condolences.
You don't have my condolences. You have my congratulations. You lasted all of 3 seconds with me. That is 2 more than usual, people. And he smacks you on the back. Roll a strength saving throw.
Oh no, Phineas, no!
You fall flat on your face in like the most
Oh,
right on your face.
You brute.
I am sorry. Rock Crusher do not know your own strength.
It's fine. I don't need this. Phineas will sort of get up, dust himself off, try and quickly walk away.
You see, remember, it is good to see you. We'll be missing you when you go. Newcomers come and newcomers go. You have spirit, much like young bull.
Yeah.
Make sure you bring friend Ryder. He is much loved by many people. There is one tiefling who is very interested in meeting him.
You can talk to him about that.
Oh, I will. He is very persistent. Man is very horny.
I'm sort of continuing to try and walk away and escape this conversation as he's yelling at me.
Remember, he is very horny. And he has many horns on his head.
Phineas has stopped responding. He's just trying
As
to
you're
walk
just
away.
walking out. You do manage to go through the customs. You get back all of the other stuff. You turn in the blunted weapons that they do here. And you do make out with 100 gold pieces for at least making it to the final round. So as you are exiting now, like going up the stairs past the bar and everything, you're shuffling out, and people they know you at this point. They don't know that your actual name is. They know you just as Breaker, and they are just like patting you on the back, saying "good fight," all that stuff. As you kind of are, I'm assuming, walking out of the establishment to go back to your other establishment where your home base is for now.
Yeah.
Cool. What are you doing do you want to do anything as you're walking back?
Somewhere along the way, he's gonna dip into his usual little, small tavern, go and use the restroom, and change back into his proper clothes that he's okay being seen in.
Yes, you do that. You look very spiffy. You wipe up the little blood that was on your cheek and chin. Put a little bit of makeup on there, some cover up. Look brilliant now. Look very nice.
All right. And he continues back.
All right. As you continue back, Ryder, what are you doing?
After winning his last match, he's heard about a magic item shop in the town. So he's actually looking for that.
All right. I need you to make for me a wisdom saving throw. Or a perception check. Make me a perception check.
Wisdom saving throw. What?
Yeah, you'll see. Make me a
Oh
perception
god.
check.
Oh! You find nothing.
That's
It's
a rip.
not just that. Matter, you swear that you're trying to look for this magic shop. As you look down, your foot hits something. You found 1 copper piece. You're like, ooh,
What?
Yay, I got 1 copper.
yes. And suddenly you can't remember why you were there in the first place, and you just kind of walk off.
Wow.
Rip.
That's the dice for you. Let me see here. As you kind of go in there, are you doing anything else before you go back to the place?
How long of a time would it be between Ryder's last match and Phineas's last match?
2 days.
So after his last match, Ryder would have looked for the magic item shop, and you see how that turned out. But on the last day, he would be in the arena looking at Phineas fight.
All right, you do see Phineas doing very well, getting actually all the way up to the final tally between him and Rock Crusher, who is a brute, but is very good.
I'd like to add, while Phineas is climbing up in these lower rounds, it's pretty clear that the fighters that are against him aren't of the same level, and Phineas is just fighting just with so much anger. He's just absolutely laying into them beyond what's necessary. It's a bit strange for him.
Yes, you're seeing a ferocity in Phineas that you've never seen before, as he's almost brutal in a way, but still very effective. And there is a bit of that, even though it's less restrained, there is still a amount of that nobility still hanging through, almost like it's a piece of finely wound string holding everything together, about ready to break at a single notice. As you're watching, however, you do feel a tap on your shoulder, Ryder. Excuse me, are you Mr. Ryder?
No.
Oh. Roll a deception check.
Rolls another one.
Deception.
Hey. Oh, my mistake. I'm so terribly sorry. You turn around and you see this human page, very finely dressed. Oh, if you see him, please tell him my master would like to speak with him. It is about an arrangement that he would like to talk about. And as well as get to meet him. He's become so famous around here, and he would just love to meet him. He's a big fan. But my mistake. If you ever meet him, please tell him about that. And he walks away.
Well, you never even told me his name, as I just shout back at the guy walking away.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It is Emissary Spark. He wishes to meet you.
I'm sorry, did you just say Emissary Spock?
Spark.
Okay.
Sparck. Spark.
Okay. If I see this writer fellow, I'll let him know.
Of course. Of course. If you please do that, please tell him that he will meet you. He is going to be meeting you, Mr. Ryder, at the local establishment, the King's Rest, this evening. So please. And he goes back, tucks the note back in, and just goes away. As you see the boom, as Phineas is thrown to the ground on the ground, the blood curling down as you hear the Dragonborn, as it was. And that's it, folks! The winner of it! And it kind of goes on to where that is. As you see Phineas exiting out and exiting the Fighter's Pit Tavern, wearing now final clothes. What do you want to do? Do you want to follow him back to the place, or what do you want to do?
Does he have a bruise on his face, Abe?
It depends. Did you see him before he went into the tavern, or have you only seen him after he dipped out of that tavern that he went to?
I saw your fight, so.
And yeah, you saw that he had a pretty big bruise on his cheek.
You did cover it up with some cover up, but it's still there.
Okay, then I would catch up to him and say, "Hey, Phineas, anything going on?" As I just cast a healing word on you to cure up whatever might still be hurting.
Get off me.
Oh.
Nobody asked you to do that.
Do what?
That magic. Just
What
flaunt
magic?
it in front of my face. You act as if I can't tell.
Well, no one asked me to, so I just did it.
Well, I'll ask next time.
And maybe next time you don't need to ask.
Get good, scrub.
As you guys are all making your way back, you all do realize that you're coming back to the King's Rest. Beforehand, the first ones to get there are Elbrecht and Kalan. And he, just gives Fenrir a little pat on the head, a little scratch behind the ear. And he says, now remember, you do have a week off as the
Jesus, I pan.
negotiations are leaving. So please, Fraulein, be on your best behavior.
Yeah, it's not very windy.
Kalan? Hello?
Ray.
Did it break again?
Yeah.
Hi, welcome back.
Damn it! Alright, so basically, Kalan just kind of gives the automatic nod of her head, like, yeah, okay.
Oh, and he just kind of smiles and shakes his hand. Got to be young again. He kind of smiles. Kalan, you remind me of my own daughter. Except she was as wild and free as you are. Oh, I hope she is fine. She is with her mother now, but she is taking good care. It is good to remember, stay out of too much trouble there, young one. Also, hi everyone coming to my stream. We're playing D&D.
Ignis is streaming too.
Kind of yes, I know. I said hi to Ignis's people too.
Yeah, meanwhile,
just don't
Kalan
love
just
me.
kind of stands there, Fenrir sitting next to her, and they both just kind of, well, she waves, and Fenrir's just, sitting there watching as Elbert walks off, and they kind of just stare at each other like, stay out of trouble. Yeah, okay.
Hi, pan.
Yeah, Fenrir just sits there and he's like, he's a very delightful old man. Very strange, though.
Yeah, I didn't know how to tell him that we run away from trouble. Trouble just finds us.
I would be cautious around him, like I said before. especially around that blade of his. It smells different. Not bad, but almost like long sadness. Oh well, I'm sure it's nothing. Oh look, your friends are arriving with Kalan. I hope they bring treats. And you see Zion and Annabella coming down the street. And you just hear Zion, Annabella is just being like, now, I understand that you have all these problems, but you really should try to eat more. I mean, you're going to waste away the bones just if you keep reading like that and not eating too much.
I mean, if you just bring the food to me, then I don't have to stop reading.
Mr. Zion, I am not your maid. I am your helper. There is a difference. I didn't work all this way, didn't come all this way to get ready. Now you have to get ready. At the end of in 2 weeks, there's going to be the formal ball, and you promised me that you would make sure that you are there for that.
I said I'd get you it. I didn't say I'd be there.
Oh, Mr. Zion. Oh. And she runs over and just gives you a big hug.
Well, I mean, she hugged Annabella back, but other than that, yeah, she's just this little girl with Fenrir sitting at her side, completely just watching everyone, listening to everyone, and, wallflower syndrome, so a lot of times she gets ignored.
Yep. And you do see Phineas and Ryder coming down another street, not talking to each other though. Almost a little bit of a. Would you say there's a bit of a tension in the air between you two right now?
Can you stop?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of a tense situation. You all, I don't even have to roll insight. You're all looking at that thing. You almost see like the anime sparks between the two of them.
I smell a fan fiction.
God damn it.
Does
The
this
thing
mean
is,
we
Ryder's all
ship
happy
this, or...
still. Ryder's still happy and stuff, so it's all coming from Phineas.
Oh yeah, no, he's hardcore sulking. Like,
Crawled up your ass, Phineas.
none of your business.
Well, crawled up his ass, Ryder.
As you all, I'm assuming you.
Assuming we all... What? Sorry, you cut out for me.
Oh, I'm assuming all of you guys are walking into the thing as you're saying all of this.
Yeah, Kalan and Fenrir will be the last ones inside, though.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't like my use of magic.
I never asked. That's the problem. You just do it without asking, like it's nothing to you.
Yes. You just can't take
Someone's touchy.
Yes.
As you guys mentioned the tavern, it is a very nice tavern. Everything is, going relatively. It's a very good night. You do see a couple of interesting patrons. You see Krosh is leaving with a bunch of very well decorated people with like leathers and armor and almost like beast like skins all around them. You notice Ariella is completely absent once again, though she has left a letter explaining that she is on the town with Tiber. You also notice that while everything is going, there's a really nice kind of, songs going on. There's a very, muted pink tiefling playing a lyre very well on the stage.
Yeah, he's with him. Now he's over with him.
So, you do see a couple of people. You do see another person. You do see a very, very well dressed and drinking a long sip of wine, a dark purple-esque tiefling with wearing very fine array with goggles on it, being the only thing that kind of sticks out.
Is this anyone who would be in like my circles? Would I know who this is?
You have no idea who this is.
All right.
Actually, how much?
What did you say?
I'm wondering, how much did Phineas pay attention to the group as they were traveling to Rivermount?
He wasn't paying very close attention. He had other things on his mind.
Oh, perfect. Then you have no idea who this is.
All right.
Would it matter if I said that because of Kalan being mute and everything like that, she would have been looking around at everything, because also she is a child, so
All right.
children like to
roll
stare.
Yes, roll an intelligence check for me.
Well, wish me luck.
Go for it.
Your log.
You actually do recognize him. He was a bit
Yay!
more in the front of the line, but this is actually what you think was with the party of Van Vaku. He was actually in that party. You saw him actually standing right next to him. This is a member of that party.
Well, because she sort of recognizes him, at least by face alone, she actually walks over, stands there, and gives a small wave. Like, oh, hi.
He like very looks down. He's like, he like, just does like a friendly, hello there, young one. And who might, if I remember correctly, you are one of the guards, one of our guards. Wonderful. Oh, I must ask him, is your friend here by any chance? Tall, little bit of a spindly man, has a interesting looking sword. As he kind of like points to like the sword as it expands. He has such a lovely voice about him, a very liveliness. He looks like he's a dancer. You might know him as Ryder.
Hearing Ryder's name instantly just nods her head and just instantly points him out in the crowd. Like, no hindrance whatsoever of like, maybe I shouldn't point out who Ryder is. Nope, that's him right over there.
Oh, wonderful! And he gives you like this nice little, like, ruffle of the head. Thank you, child. And he pulls out and he gives you a small little, what looks like to be a wind-up toy.
Yay!
And it's a little better. And it has like a little, key on the top. And like he winds it up and starts like going on its hind legs and starts dancing.
Yay!
And he says, that's yours to keep, little one. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Hey, Ryder! And he says, come over here, please.
Sold out for a toy.
Sold out for free. The toy was a bonus.
My man got happy mealed.
Yep.
Sorry, Ryder. She recognized him from the traveling group and was like, well, I mean, if he really was that dangerous, he wouldn't have been allowed in the group.
I don't make any attempt to go to him. I actually sit at a
He's just like
different table.
waving you over. And he literally just gets up and goes right.
What? You cut out.
Pastor, you were cutting in and out.
Yeah.
He still is.
Oh no.
I think it just fixed.
Hello?
Hello.
Fixed now?
I mean, it's kind of fixed, yeah, but I mean, a lot better. We hear you.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, that's it. Hello.
Okay,
Anyway,
you're good.
he comes over and he literally just sits down right next to you.
I
Do
joined
I
the
know
table.
He
you?
does not care. He's coming over to you. Oh, I thank you very much. So, my name is Spark, and I am.
You
He
broke
just
again?
Oh, did I break up again?
Yep.
All right. He just looks at you and says, "Oh, I am Spark, and I must say, I am a huge fan of yours."
Okay.
I must say, the way that my steward has been telling me of your versatility in the fighting pits has been very, well, I've been impressed.
Okay.
I have a proposition. I want you to think on something. Just how much money would you have to give you for you to be mine?
No.
Oh, no mistake. I am willing to pay you a very handsome amount of money to be my personal bodyguard. I would say, how does 4 platinum a day sound?
Fuck.
Sadly, I'm a free agent. So,
Oh.
no.
That is too bad. I understand that. It is very. I understand. You are a person of very. I just have to say, you have been. Well. I must have come on too hard. I'm going to come on a bit too hard. I am.
Teachers.
What I'm really wanting to be interested in is that would you be interested, maybe all of you, in a little favor that I need, a rumor that I've been hearing that I'm very worried about. I would hire, of course, you and your party, as well as give you a couple of nice trinkets to help you in this mission.
Normally, this sort of thing goes through the troubadours, but I can hear you out at least.
I appreciate it. I truly do. He's a hard guy to read, by the way.
Jesus. Rolled a 19, by the way.
Oof.
Yeah, he got a natural 20.
This
Can't
whore.
sat-
I'm back in action, baby.
Yeah, but for how long?
By the way, Phineas,
Yes.
you look at this tiefling that's talking, this like very deep purple tiefling, with very extravagant horns, and you kind of can put 2 and 2 together. This is the guy that's been quote unquote horny for Ryder.
I'm not sharing this information.
Wait, would I have heard him shouting it?
No, because that was down in the locker room.
Okay.
You were in the other stuff. You would not
Got
have
it.
heard the conversation at all. That was between Rock Crusher and Phineas.
Yeah, no,
This-
in my mind, Ryder has it coming.
This is payback for healing him without consent.
Oh,
He
How-
just says,
right.
I'm a little bit concerned. Normally, you see, the Lord Felix has been distracted as of late. It turns out that there's a small little village about a day's ride away from here that has been experiencing some disappearances of local children. Now, this has been very vexing as he's wanting to keep all of us safe. He notified Lord Van Vacu and myself, as well as Lord Tiber. However, Tiber is in charge of seeing to the guards here for us. And unfortunately, Lord Felix is in charge of making sure His Majesty is safe, as he is here with all of us. At this point, all of you will have realized as well is that the prince, not the king, but the crown prince of the kingdom, Lord Luther, is actually here in the city. And you know his descriptors are young man with nicely cut brown hair, very handsome. Usually in the company of an older man with salt and pepper hair, always shadowing him.
Gee, I think I might know who it is.
Suddenly, Kalan is like, feeling like this person is really, really familiar.
Yes, but actually, Kalan, you have no idea because that is something a kid would not be paying attention to. You don't.
Well,
care about
but I mean, if she heard the description, it would probably click in her head.
She's
Oh no,
looking at
he's
this
being
bear.
very secret. You will have to make it. If you all want to listen to this, you get listen in this conversation. You need a perception check.
I'm sitting right next to him. I joined their table.
I mean, yeah, I put it in the chat that Kalan walked back over to where everyone was and sat down, still playing with her toy.
Oh, okay, then you all hear this.
Yay!
This was at like a different location. Like we're over here with purple guy, and then handsome guy is somewhere off in like far away from our table, right?
No, purple guy is handsome guy.
No, other handsome guy.
Crown
Other
Prince
handsome
handsome
guys
guy.
man.
Elsewhere in the city right now.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, he's elsewhere. The prince is elsewhere.
I thought you said he was here in the tavern.
No, he's here in the city.
Okay, I misheard.
Yeah, it's all right. That is all right. He just sits there. Unfortunately, I have been hearing there's been some disappearances. It's only a couple of hours away, but it's been very disturbing. I want to pay all of you, if you could look into this for me. I'm of course, and he pulls out the contract. I would have to put you all under my contract, just for this mission alone. But I promise to pay you handsomely, and I will even give you. And he pulls out for each of you, since you're all gathered around. He pulls out three. He pulls out 4 brightly covered boxes. Each of them are color coded: a red box, a blue box, a green box, and a yellow box.
Mind if I take a look at that contract?
Of course. He hands the contract. Make for me an insight check as you're taking a look at this thing.
Can I look at it over Phineas's shoulder?
What?
Well, he gives you. I mean, it's one contract. I was gonna say you can use insight or investigation, but you already rolled the insight.
Well, I mean, if I'm using investigation, it's a 6, so you know.
Okay, yeah. It's a standard contract for hiring the services of mercenaries and other people and adventurers. The standard.
Looks good to me.
Can I take a look at that as well?
No,
Yes,
I think it's perfect. I think it's actually a very good contract. You don't need to look at it at all.
I'm suddenly seeing the scene from The Hobbit in my head where Bilbo's going over the contract and like expanding on that one area about like incineration, evisceration, etc.
Phineas is like, no, this is fine.
Yeah, but for Phineas, he kind of just like scrolls right past all of that and was like, nope, looks good to me.
I think I'll take a look anyways, Phineas. Just to...
All right, insight or
double check.
investigation.
Can I?
But it has to be Zion's, not Dracon's. This looks like a fine, upstanding contract. Same as Phineas.
The adults are kind of riding
Rebel, how
on the
you doing?
failure line right now.
All right.
Because even
Do you
I know,
wanna-
yeah,
do-
even
do-
if I roll,
Does Ryder want to check? Obviously, he's not going to give it
Yes.
to the child. Insight
Because
investigation.
yeah, because even if I were to roll really well for looking at it, she still would have no idea what she's looking at.
I feel
Nope,
like
you
we've rolled
wouldn't.
enough times. We've rolled enough times that like we should get fucked over if you want to fuck us over. Like, it's-
I kind of like that at this point.
hey, Grojak, want to look at this
Meanwhile-
contract?
Projak's gone.
Meanwhile, Raz's thing being like, oh my,
5, 10,
Goodness.
6.
that's Ryder. Hey, Raz. This
Yes.
is insane. So, I just want to let you know, a 5, a 6, and a 10.
Can
You
I
didn't roll 20.
just roll just to see what I would have gotten? I really want to know.
I feel like we're really
Just roll
confident
to
this
see what
contract
you
is
would
on
have
the up
gotten.
and up. You
Oh
know.
my goodness.
You've been
So-
learning your words.
So it's insight and investigation, or investigation, right?
You've been learning
Correct.
your
Choose
words.
I mean, I am lurking in
God damn it!
Please, I want to get fucked over by this. Please.
You
By the
do
way,
see.
Ray, you beat, by the way, I'm just gonna say this. If this is just a hypothetical thing, you beat it by 1.
Oh my god.
Can she just look at the contract, notice something, and not even mention it? Like you just message her what's in.
Actually, yeah, she would just kind of look over at what everybody's looking over, because I would imagine they'd lay it out on the table at this point, and would just kind of like lean up and look over, reading it, see everything that might screw them over, or basically him trying to say that he's not liable for what happens to them, and just not say anything, because it's like, I have no idea what this is.
I mean, no, like the
the
scene
end,
is all
as
the
all of you
adults
look-
are like, yeah, this contract is sick. We love this contract. This is a great contract. And you're just
It's a
like, looking
great
over, it's
deal.
like,
Okay, good to know. Good to know. All of you think that this is a very good contract, and everything is good. It is saying though that you will be paid not only in 500 gold each. You will also be able to keep any magical items that you find.
Ooh.
What's in the boxes?
Oh, there are things to help you on your journey. You can open them. Each of you has one. I'm sure they'll be very useful for you.
Is each box specific to a person, or do we just take one?
No, they're perfectly good. And you can switch them around if the items are more to your fitting. There's some things that I've made that help you all, and anyone actually would take this quest. But if you all sign your names here, and I can give you these boxes that will help you.
Can we
They're
take a
magical
look?
items.
Can we take a look in the box before we sign it?
Of course you can.
I reach for the blue one.
I go for the green. Ryder's favorite color.
Phineas will
Alright.
open the yellow box.
Which leaves the red box for Kalani. We'll go for Phineas first. You open up the yellow box, and you see that there is a beautiful ring in there. You can add a ring of lightning resistance to your inventory.
Okay.
For Ryder, you opened. Let's see, box. You know about? No. You ordered the green box.
Yes.
You open the box, and you get what looks like to be a tiny little folded up piece of metal.
Just a folded up piece of metal.
I would suggest you use that on water. There is a river that goes that way. It'll be very useful if you use that. It actually expands into a boat that can fit 5 people.
Nice.
You can add expanding boat to your inventory. Zion, if you would please, open up the blue box.
Yep.
And you see, as you open it up, you see what looks like to be a small cube of kind of like a squishy gray matter. As you bring it up, he says, "Oh, that's one of my favorite inventions. That can actually substitute as any metal that you want in an item, and it can instantly replace it. And it can be as strong as that item. I mean, you have to work around it and forge it a little bit, but it's pretty good."
Oddly specific for me, but okay.
Well, you just got lucky. And for Kalan, as you open up, I'm assuming you open up the red box.
Oh yeah, of course she's opening up the box. It looks like a present.
Yes. You gain what looks like to be a tiny little wand. You can add a wand of magic missiles to your inventory.
Oh, great. We're giving the kid deadly objects of force.
Yeah, sure. Just give the kid a gun.
We give Phineas Phineas the bling, Matter the toy. We give some great material for, and then we get gun.
So, seeing as Zion already has thunder and lightning resistance, if he were to wear the ring, would that just give him lightning immunity?
No, it doesn't.
Damn it.
You don't get double resistance. I'm sorry.
Question for my list: is there a number of uses for this before it's done?
You can look up Wand of Magic Missiles in it's just a standard Wand of Magic Missiles. I think it has like I want to say. Let me pull it up here real quick.
I think it has
Quick
7
question.
charges.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Here you go. Wand.
Yep,
magic
7 charges. Found it.
Yep, 7 charges. You get that. So, yeah, there you go.
Quick question, Ray. What does the
Swat.
wand look like in your hands?
Oh, it fits. Like, it actually, like, shrinks to proper, like, child size.
No, like, does it have a different design?
Nope, it looks like a standard wand of magic. Very
Ah.
standard. The only thing is that little glowing, like little blue crystal on the end of it is actually a green crystal.
Ooh.
Would I know that's Searite?
I don't know, would you?
What do I have to roll?
It would be an Arcana check.
Ten.
It looks like a wand of magic missiles.
Okay.
Pandora, what are you doing?
So Spark gives you all of that, and he says, "Now those are actually for yours to keep, as well as the 500 gold. Should you complete this mission, I assure you that, well, this has to be done delicately. I need you all to be as discreet as you can. We don't want the populace being too aware of this, especially since it's only a couple of hours away."
I look at Kalon. Right. Discreet. Understandable.
Yes, thank you. I have some horses prepared for you. I would suggest that you leave right away. That way you
No.
can.
How many children have gone missing?
7.
Could it just be wolves?
No, they're not wolves. Wolves don't come near these places much anymore. Not since Lord Elbert destroyed. Well, he went on a great wolf hunt a couple of decades ago. Lord Albert managed to come back from a place, and all he said was, "I'll be damned if there are any wolves left in the mile that could do any harm. Stupid dang werewolves and their stupid dang transforming into other creatures."
Articulate fellow here.
I don't quite know what it is. All I know is that the local populace is being scared. We need someone to do this as discreetly as possible. Sooner, the better. And if you do this, I can assure you that Prince Luther would be very, and also Lord Von Vacu would be in your debt. And he looks directly at you, Phineas, when he says that.
Well, seeing as the contract is so good.
Can you give us any more information on what or who might have taken these children?
All I can say is that they are taken during the night. And usually there's some sort of fog or mist. I don't know much information that was happening. All I can say is that the locals might know more. So, what are you guys doing?
Just one more question for this guy. If we do
Of
complete
course.
this mission, would it be possible to request audiences with the Prince and Lord Von Vacu?
Of course. I would do that. I would make sure that they know that you are working for me personally so that you can meet them as soon as you are done.
This suits me. What about the rest of you?
People need help.
For some reason, this feels suspicious to Zion, but he doesn't know why. But he's leaning towards, yeah, he'll help.
I don't know, man. It was a pretty rad contract.
What does rad mean?
Kalon's just kind of more.
Out of character nerd.
Nerd.
Kalon just kind of sits there and like shrugs, like, okay. I mean, I'm here, so.
You know, Might not be wise to bring the child on the mission to find missing children.
Do you have a plan to stop her?
I mean, it's not my problem. Just saying.
You are the worst.
We could ask Annabelle to babysit, but we seen how that happens. Apparently she's met an old man.
Just thought I'd voice the concern. I don't truly care that much. Maybe I'll just keep an eye on her, in case.
Yes, hold her hand. That may help.
Perhaps just a step too far, but I'll keep an eye.
She's a child, Phineas.
Then you hold her hand, then. I have better things to do.
I will be in the front
Such
lines.
Oh, please. If you can, please hurry. You can make it there before. If you go now, you can make it there before night settles.
Sure, I'm not doing anything.
I go and find the horses he's talked
They're
about.
all saddled up and everything. And if you guys want to go now, you certainly can.
Well, I guess Kalan's going on an adventure.
Oh, really?
I'm assuming we all signed the contract before we try and leave with this guy's horses.
You all signed the contract. He does bring out his own inkwell and quill for you to sign, so you take the ink and you sign it.
Can I inspect the ink? Because that just seems weird to me.
Okay, yeah, sure, go ahead. Investigation.
I mean, do you have an inkwell on you?
Carry an inkwell on you? Like, what the fuck? Like, you're suspicious
Of course I
of
do.
this?
This is... I mean,
Okay,
he brought a
okay.
contract.
I don't know. It just seemed weird.
Zion doesn't trust the man, so anything this man does, he's going to investigate.
Yes.
He
But it
brought
looks
a
like
contract
regular
to be
ink.
signed.
It's a regular ink so far, as far as you know.
Okay.
I'm suspicious of writing implements, just as a general rule.
I am suspicious of writing implements.
I do write down Francis Tiersen.
Yes, it looks. It appears to be just. I mean, you go there and you take it up, you inspect it into the light. It has this nice, rich, dark color. It's very
looking at you like a weirdo while you're
It is. I mean, Zion, as you look at it, it looks rather viscous. Has a nice quality. You take a little sniff of it. You take a little lick of it.
No, I don't go that far.
This is ink. It is ink. This is ink. As
Zion.
far as you know, and as far as you can tell, by your very excruciatingly thumb things, this is ink.
Zion signs his name only.
All of you sign your names. In Ryder, I'm assuming you help Kalon sign her name.
Which she has been getting better in writing her name.
Yeah, no, they're
Oh, okay,
practicing
yeah, do you wanna
cursive in
sign your own
school.
name then?
Yeah, no, you can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can sign your own name now. You can do that now.
Woo!
She's
You
almost
sign
an
your own
adult.
As you guys gather, your instrument, all your stuff, your magical items and everything, you all leave the town. It takes you, as it was, takes you about a good couple of hours on a fast ride. I'm assuming you guys are going at a fast pace
Sure.
I
to
mean,
get
he
there
did
before
say
leaving.
he did say it's urgent, so yeah.
We're not trying to be
Alright, so
quiet.
you all make there. As you all go running down the past the gateways and running down and galloping at a high speed, you give your papers and to the guards as you leave, and they do know that you are who you say you are. Okay, this is an actual contract. Okay, this is all good. Yes, for Spark Toveski. Very nice, very nice. You all managed to run and gallop with the 3 horses that you have. You do leave Annabella behind, and she just kind of goes like a look like, what the heck? I'm by myself again. Oh well. She's used to this by now.
I figured she would have given a look more like, wait, you're taking the child but leaving me behind. Okay, got it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the look. It's like, okay. You all do manage to get to a small little sleepy village. for safety points, we're just going to use this. It's a nice one for Vensburg, but it works really well for this. And we can just get rid of these two since you're not here. As you guys enter, it is a very small village. There's not much around going on, but as you go through, you are immediately gone by the fact that there's only a couple of houses and a couple of it's like a logging village. If you go into there, some smell of fresh cut lumber hits you really hard, and you just see a bunch of log houses, smoke rising from them, sequestered. It's like a sleepy little forest village. As you kind of approach, you do see one kind of one older man huddled and sitting there with a bow, and he says, "Halt! Who are you? Riders! Who are you?"
We are sent by Lord Spark on a mission of secrecy. We have a contract in our possession. Would you like to see it?
Spark? I don't know that name. Give papers? If you have papers, let me see them.
Yeah, here they are.
Look. Are you adventurers?
I suppose, yes.
He kind of looks. Very well. He hands you back the paper. The name's Brandon.
A pleasure.
A local ranger around these parts. A local hunter. You here to help with our disappearances?
I was just about to ask you. Yes, we are. Do you have any information for us?
Come inside. Come. I'll take you to our home. I'll take you to the mayor. He knows what's going on. He can tell you everything. Come. He kind of gets off his perch and he ushers you in. He does take you by these wooden doors, or these almost look around. It looks like they've made very quickly made palisade walls, and they quickly just kind of go through. It looks like to be a little flap of cloth and a little divide in the wall. And as you guys go through, you do see that there's a huddled thing, buildings huddled around. You do hear women crying, and you just see this man saying, "We should go out there. Let me go out there. I can get them. They have to be out in the woods. They have to be." "No, Marcus, you cannot go out there. It's too dangerous. I don't care, Ben. I don't. It's my son. They have my son." As you guys are walking by, he looks over. "It's been happening for the past couple of days. It comes in the night, and they takes the kids away."
What is it?
Well, no one believes me, but I've seen it.
Care to elaborate?
I do care. He's got two. They called him the Phantom of the Woods. Been here longer than anyone else, even before this village. Say that the creature comes at night. You don't give proper tribute to it. It comes and takes something of your own. Some say it can come in the guise of a beautiful young man. Others say it can come as the size of a mist. And others, they say, a great beast hulking with long claws. Come and snatch you from your own beds. It only comes, though, if you've done some grievous error. And I must say, this darn place has done some grievous errors in our time, but none that I can think of happened to bring this creature upon us. Poor Ben lost his son, and Ben lost his daughter, and Marcus lost his son. Who's to say?
I haven't come all this way just to hear some backwards superstitions. Were there any commonalities between the children? Were they taken from their homes, or were they out?
I don't know that, Sonny. I think you should be asking the mayor. Oh, look there. And he brings you to this nice little, basically he's, looking there. He's very, hunched over, scraggly looking man. He brings you to this wooden building, kind of in the middle of the town. There's a little, square? It's kind of it's there for a time. And it's a slightly bigger building. That's a mayor's house. Time-lapse. Oi! I brought in the adventurers! They say they're going to solve our problems for you. He kind of goes, you take care now. But watch yourself. Lest the waste of the woods gets you. And he kind of like goes off and walks away.
Enjoy your madness.
And you just see this very plump looking man kind of open the door. Slightly graying head, has like a little paunch belly, kind of dirty clothes, but looks like a very, handsome man, kind of like in his late 40s, early 50s. And he says, "Oh, are you the adventurers? Oh, please,
Yes.
come in. Don't mind Brandon. He's a bit of a coot. Please, I hope he didn't scare you too much."
I agree with you.
No, it's all right. Excuse me, young child. Shouldn't you be with your parents?
She's with us for right now.
Kalon just looks at the gentleman asking about that and just points to the three, points to Phineas, Ryder, and then Zion, like, but I am.
And he looks up. Oh, I mistake. Polyandrous. Right, that works.
I'm sure you're thinking it's far weirder.
Far be it from me. We do not judge here in Sleepy Wood. We do not judge here. Please, take your seat. My name is Crassus, Mayor Crassus.
Pleasure. I'm told you're the one to speak to about these disappearances.
Yes, beforehand, what are your names?
I am Phineas Ordelia of the noble house Ordelia.
Lord Ordelia? You, sir? Pointing to Ryder.
Francis Tierson, at your service.
Zion just kind of looks over at him like, excuse me?
Lord Tierson, wonderful to meet you. You, sir? The one that looks like he's built like a blacksmith?
That's exactly what I am. The name's Zion. No fancy titles here.
Wonderful. Of course, Mr. Lord Zion. And never mind. Anyway, we
The
have
little
had
one is
some
Kalon.
stress as of late for the last couple of days. Oh, right. Kalon, nice to meet you. Strange, but adventurers, you are strange people. Anyway, I'm sorry, but it's been a very stressful time. We have lost 7 children already, and all of the parents are afraid. Even some of the teenagers have gone missing, which is not good.
Now, are there any commonalities between these disappearances? Any times they usually happen? Do they happen at home or out and about?
The only commonalities between the disappearances is that they've been happening at an exact precise time, 3:33 a.m. And sometimes some of the children are sleeping. Some of them are getting ready with their fathers to go to do the work of cutting down the trees. And some others are with their mothers, starting to wake up to gather grain or gather some things from the storehouses in the workings in the morning. But all of it is strange. There is no commonality. Some are in their early teens. Some of them are no more than 4 or 5 years old.
The oldest age and the youngest age.
The youngest is Ben's daughter of 4 years old, and the oldest has been Thomas's son of 14 summers, of 14 years old. Like I said, it has been very odd. The only other thing that has been strange is that it's been happening it has been boy, girl, and so on and so forth.
Interesting. Now tell me, have there been signs of struggle, or do they just vanish?
It seemingly just vanished. All I can say is there was a sound. Anyone who's been around has reported there's a sound almost as if a rustling of the wind, and very much so, which was very strange, is that those who are around them get a small little cut on their cheek every time that it's gone, and that is it. A gust of wind happens, and sometimes there's a cut on a cheek or a cut on the bedpost. But anywhere there's a small one little cut, as well as the sound of wind.
Tell me, how many more children are left in the town?
Only 4.
4, eh?
Was it a boy or a girl that was taken last?
Let me see here. Let's see if the DM has anything about this.
Country.
It was Marcus's son.
Can you spare any warriors, lookouts, guards this evening?
All we have is old Brandon. Well, you see.
Don't suppose there would be any volunteers to act as lookouts?
You talk to some of the fathers and some others, I'm sure they would be more than happy to look out for you, but you're more likely to find people willing to go into the woods to find their kids than to look out here in town. I wish that everyone would just be reasonable. I've told everyone to be reasonable in all of these things.
So it seems there are 2 options on the table as I understand it. Either we send an expedition out into the woods, try to track the children, or we wait until there is another abduction.
Well, I
try
leave that
to
to you.
Give a rise then.
I leave that to you. I am worried that you have brought a young girl into this time, but I assume that you adventurers, you know what you're doing. If there's any way that I can assist you, please. So, what do you guys want to do? How do you want to go tracking down this kidnapper?
Can you bring us to the last place that a child was taken?
Of course. And he brings you out, and he does show you as you kind of go through the village. It looks like to be a small home, and you just say, "This is where Marcus's boy was taken." I suggest please be delicate. You might have heard him shouting as you came in. He was out there all this time, watching you go out. I've had Ben, one of our other guards, besides Brandon, trying to keep him at bay, but keep him here. But I'm sorry, it will be difficult. His wife is inconsolable.
How long was it he was taken?
2 days ago. It happens every 2 days.
What time is it now?
It is now around 7 o'clock at night.
Cool.
I don't think it's particularly likely that we'll find the creature within, the 8 hours it would take? I say our best option is waiting here. We don't do anyone any good by getting lost out there in the woods, tiring ourselves out so we won't be able to jump into action when the next one happens.
You guys talk among yourselves. I'm gonna go put Daniel down for a nap.
Good
Okay.
luck.
So, what say you?
They gather up all the children, keep them in relatively close together.
Good idea.
Better than having them all separated and trying to follow from there.
It's true.
I'm also going to be right back.
Have fun.
And then there were 3.
And Raz.
We also have to consider whether this, whatever it is, will target Kalan, or if it's only targeting the children of the village.
Could be that she's new here, so the creature doesn't know she's here yet.
Either way, I think it best to keep her with the other children.
I think it best for her to stay with us.
Well, I mean, I assume it'll be with the other children. But My point being that she should not leave our sight.
Yes.
Even she kind of nods her head in agreement, like, yeah, I wasn't planning on it.
This time.
Not this time, anyway.
Well, let's see if he works.
Right now, by the way, Ignis stepped away, so even though we continue, just letting you know he's not here right now.
I know, I see it on his screen, so.
Okie dokie, just making sure. So right now it's been discussed that they want to gather the rest of the children together in a group to keep them all in one place, just in case, because they don't want to have to run like from one house to another, just in case something goes wrong. Kalan's going to be staying with the other children, but near to the group, just because she is a girl, and the next child to be taken supposedly is a girl, and that's where we got so far.
Hey, good to know. This will be interesting.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I caught Pastor up to everything we've discussed.
And I've heard everything.
All right, so what we'll need to do is we'll need to gather up all the children. We'll need to find a common space where they can all be. Should probably get beds for all of them.
Preferably an enclosed space.
So, shall I go to the tavern and you all gather the children?
Why are you going to the tavern?
I'm going to buy out the open space, the actual tavern room, and have them drag the beds down for us. I have enough coin to do it.
Excuse me, Mr. Lord Rodelia, we actually don't have a tavern here.
Oh. What's the largest building you have?
It would be my home,
Well,
the mayor's house. We have a couple of spare rooms that we can put the kids in, or we could put them in the our large living area, the foyer. That might be the best place.
Boy, it would
I
probably
think
be
it's
best.
best to keep them all in one space.
Are you sure? And you do not want to talk to any of the parents beforehand?
We can talk to them as we bring all the kids over.
All right.
Best to get everyone in one place, get it all at once instead of individually.
All right. So, can I trust you to ready that for us while we gather the children?
Of course, I will. I will do that immediately. Thank you, adventurers. We are in your debt. If you think this is best, we shall do so. And he kind of does a little portly bow, and he runs off, the fat wiggling around him as he walks. You know, kind of how a jogging, very stereotypical Disney fat person around.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but
Yeah. As he bows courteously, Phineas will give a nod.
right.
Zion pulls Kalan up on his shoulder.
Right. So there are 7 children. 4 of us, but I feel Kalan should stay with one of us. So shall we split it up as you and Kalan shall take 3, Ryder shall take 2 or 3. I don't mind, and I shall take 2 or 3 depending on what you want.
You do know
Aren't
that
there
there's
four?
only 4 kids left.
Oh, 4
5 with
kids.
Kalon.
Oops, I mixed up 7 and 4. All right, you guys get 2 children. Each of us will get 1.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
So there are a couple of the only kids left there are 2 boys, there are 3 boys, and 1 girl left. The 3 boys are actually a set of triplets that belong to a family, and the little girl is actually not so little of a girl. She is 16 years old.
Fantastic. 3 in one location. The best delivery ever.
So, who's getting which one?
I'll
You
go
guys can
gather
go
up
off
the
on this.
16-year-old.
Oh, all right.
I'll get the
So I guess the rest
triplets.
Phineas, do you want to go and gather up the parents whose children are missing? So we can talk to them all at once?
Sure. Yes.
You can gather Yes, you can gather everyone in the square for that. So Phineas is going to gather everyone in the town to talk about the plan. Let's see here. Who is going after the? We'll do the triplets first.
That
So
would
who's
be
going after?
Ryder. Zion. Ignis said he wanted Zion to go and get the 16-year-old.
All right. So Ryder, you go over to a town, very much like a similar kind of wooden house, as everyone else, and you kind of knock on the door, and you do hear that there's like a cry of like just like literally like so much like noise coming in there. She says, "Oh, I'll be right," and you just open the door, and there is this dwarven woman with literally 3 dwarven kids, about maybe each 4 years old, biting her, and she's just holding up the door, be like, "How can I help you?" As one is just gnawing on her head.
This is fine.
This is totally fine.
What? Do you need help?
Oh, hey, these little brats. Oh no, wait. Hey, Hugh, Lou, get off me! And she just like literally yeets the children off of her.
Does one have red hair, blue hair, and green hair?
No, but they all have a red shirt, a blue shirt, and a green shirt.
Yes. Yes.
Boy, how can I help you now? And she like rustles her face. Boy, how can I help you?
As you know, with the missing children, they're around town, correct?
Oh, I know that, yeah. I have to say it's a very sad state. Aye, but no, if they come after my boys, I'll just sock this whatever creature is in the face.
Well, we are gathering up all the children into the mayor's house to try to keep them safe. If you wish to bring them along.
She kind of like bites her fingernail off, puts her thumb in her ear, kind of, kind of like getting the grease out. Why, come in here, I'll go get everything ready. Hi, the name's Matilda. How are you?
Nice to meet you, Matilda.
It's good to be met. Hey, and what are you, young man? What do you be calling yourself?
My name's Francis, but you can call me Ryder.
Are you okay, Franny? That's a good name. Anyway, you can have the brats over if you can handle them. Otherwise, I think the monster or whatever it is might just go over them. Boy, kind of a green beast. I don't know if you believe me. I've seen the creature. I think though.
You have?
I thought it was. Looks like to be a green old beastie. Real nice and very, kind of a weirdo creature. However, all I can say is that it disappeared real quick. A flash in the wind. All I could hear is a scraping of the wind upon a couple of the homes, and there goes one brat. Oh, there goes another brat. Hi, Hugh! Stop flying on the chandelier! As you see, like one kid, like literally just on a wooden chandelier made of antlers, swinging to and fro.
I cast dancing lights and have those lights float around, trying to distract the kids, so they at least
All the
stay
kids
still.
immediately stop what they're doing and are transfixed by these lights. Boy, that's a new trick. You'll have to teach me that one. Hey, mister, why are the lights moving? And
Magic.
how come you can make them? And how come you're so tall? And why is your name Franny? That sounds weird. Boys, be nice.
Why?
You got 4-year-olds. 3 of them. Have fun. 3
Yeah.
dwarven 4-year-olds.
Well, at least dancing lights should help a lot. If nothing else, I could do a few more things.
For a while.
Boy, if you ever try to get them to sleep, as you want to do, all you have to do with them is read them a bedtime story. That always usually helps. There always has to be one particular story, though.
What story?
Oh, the story of the Grim Malkin.
A what?
I've never heard that one.
Wait, it gets a little line. Go to bed, rest your head, please be going to sleep. If you don't, you will know the Grim will come and steal your soul. That usually works.
Right. Now
What
I
a
know
fairy
why.
tale story.
I now know why I never knew that.
It's a good old tradition around here. Hey, the Grim Oaken. And she kind of goes, if that be this creature, I doubt it. But it would make the evil spirit away the souls of young children. It'll make my life a lot less hazardous. However, if the Grim Oaken did try to do that, and this was a creature I punched in the face.
So, you said you got a look out of it.
Not so much of a look of it. And hey, you, put down the knife. We don't use that until next year. Anyway, what do you think? Oh, yes, the creature. Yes, I think I saw the creature. When I heard it, I was making a gust of wind and a big cut. And then when I saw it, it was very odd. I almost think it had a blue shimmer to it. Or could have been thicker than one night, but then I thought it was a green shimmer. Either way.
Mm.
Two different creatures.
So how much more do you have to pack?
No, I'm already done. And she like pops up like, here's Hugh's milk bottle and his bread and his compass, and there's Dew's little bit of a snack, and here's his little hammock for sleeping, and she basically hands you 30 pounds worth of material.
Nice.
Poor Ryder.
All right, boys, please get on Mr. Fanny. And they come over, and all of them come over, and they all have like matching, like they're all like in pajamas, like with little matching kind of, little and everything. And they say little matching like little sleeping caps. And they all say, Mr. Fanny, why are we going to the place? Oh, yeah, and why is the name Mr. Fanny? And also, why is a human? And also, what is a human? And also, why is everything? And it goes on and on and on. As they say, and she says, Oi, well, Dream will be with you. And she closes the door on you.
I would think as a mother she would want to come.
And she yells, and she says, and she's, you can see, and you can hear from the door, hi, the first night of sleep I have gotten in months.
I was
Meanwhile,
about to say, yeah, the mother of children, yes, but the mother of 3 dwarven 4-year-olds.
Meanwhile, Zion and Kalan, you guys over to a very nicer house, and you just do see, and you guys knock on the door, and you just see this young woman come with very beautiful blonde hair, wearing a very nice kind of like blue dress. Hello.
Wait, was this the child or the mom?
This is the child, the 16-year-old. Hello.
Hi.
You do notice she is wearing something, and she is a very, let's just say, well-endowed 16-year-old.
She developed early.
Yep.
She has the booba.
Yes. However, you do notice that she isn't like drawing attention to it. It's just like very like modest.
I was
like,
thinking the same thing,
very
Rebel.
modest. Yes, may I help you?
Are your parents here?
No, Papa is he's over with the other men. Apparently they heard something about a gathering in the middle of town. He told me to stay here. How can I help you?
We're getting the remaining children left, those, under of age, and bringing them to the mayor's so we all have them in the same place to try and stop anyone else from going missing.
I'm not familiar with this young one. Is she one of, no, you're definitely not from the village. Well.
She's with us.
Oh, adventurers. Right. Very, very odd. I'm sorry, but we don't have anyone. My younger sister was taken a couple of weeks ago. She was one of the first to be taken.
I was talking about yourself.
Oh! She kind of like goes, do you think it would be safer for me?
It'd be safer if we have everyone in the same place.
I thought I was too old, but well, if you think it's the best thing,
If the next youngest, or if the oldest person taken was 14, I don't see 16 too far off from that, so better be safe than sorry.
And she takes your hand.
let me go get some things.
Thank you.
Of course. And she can. You can come in, of course. My father always said to be. Mother always said to be polite.
Zion awkwardly stands just inside the door.
Yeah, you see, she like scrambles up. It takes her maybe a couple minutes, but she comes like a little like sack with some small things. Very little. It's like maybe 2-3 pounds.
All right, I'm ready to go. I'm sure I'll see father there.
And then Zion escorts her over to the mayor's house.
Yeah, Kalan, offers up her hand again, and
Yeah. You don't want to gather any information then?
I mean, as they're walking, he'll ask if she heard anything when her sister was taken.
Well, I heard a scrambling, almost as if something was coming from her window. I went up to check to her and I saw everything was fine. Only I heard a scratching noise again when I came up. There's a sudden blast of wind and I had to cover my eyes.
And she kind of like adjusts her hair, and you do see like a faint cut line on her cheek.
I had to look away for only an instant, and she was gone.
And she starts to tear you up.
I ran outside quickly, but I couldn't see them. I saw Mr. Brandon running over to me as soon as I can, and he kept shouting that it must have been the forest spirit. He came up to me and he looked like he was running into that direction. I don't know.
Points to the cut on cheek. Did that happen at the same time?
Right before it happened, yes.
And it was, only a second or two and she was missing.
Yes, I only looked away for a second, but it was very strange though. My mother's earrings also disappeared at the same time.
Were you wearing them or were they just lying around?
I was wearing them. Father always said they had some natural enchantment on them, but I can't understand why that would be important.
Did he say what the enchantment was?
Just said it was supposed to make you more beautiful. Or something stupid like that. Julie always makes a young one look beautiful.
And she like squeezes Kalan's hand a little bit.
Kalan pats her, kind of pats her hand in, consolingly in return.
Guys, sorry, Daniel's not going to talk.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
So, steals children and jewelry.
What a weird combination.
Is this me working as a housekeeper 3 years ago exactly?
Sir, do we need to have talk?
I don't know what about.
Sure. We'll just let you go with that answer.
So, two different killers? Or kidnappers, rather?
Well, I mean, maybe it wasn't the jewelry itself. Maybe it was the enchantment stuff. Because she said supposedly she thought the jewelry was, supposedly enchanted.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the dwarven mom saying she saw a blue and a green shimmer.
Ah, right. Well, good luck interrupting her rest.
Pied Piper would kind of make sense if there was like any singing or anything going on, and the children walking away.
So Phineas is gonna go around looking for. I assume he has like a verbal description.
You kind of just missed that.
Parents look like, so he's just gonna go around town to see if any of them are around.
Older sister of one of the stolen children said that when her sister was taken, her earrings were also taken at the same time.
To go through everything, so you gather everyone up into town as everyone else gathers the kids, and as you kind of going forward, you kind of get a small crowd around you. The mayor is there. He's made like a little stand, like this little podium. made of some of this stuff, and you can grab there, and you're addressing a crowd of maybe 35 people.
All right. Oh, tonight we expect that there will be another kidnapping.
And everyone goes, of course, and everyone's kind of like shocked and everything. And one man goes, and we'll be ready for it when it comes. And you
No,
hear
not
that,
you.
Shut up, Marcus. Let him speak.
We have gathered the children in the mayor's house in an effort to keep them all in one place, so that we'll have the best chance of seeing whatever it is coming and defending them.
Oh, the good is just putting them all in one place. You're just gonna make it easier for the monster to get them.
I don't need you telling me how to do my job. All right?
Seems to me like I'd be doing a hell of a lot better job than you'll be doing, you freaking outsider. Marcus,
I'm sorry. Are
please.
you a trained fighter? Do you know anything of military tactics? Do you have
Make
any experience with any of this?
Make an intimidation check.
My intimidation's pretty great. Not one?
You were saying?
I mean, it's a +7. That's an 8, man. That's not that bad.
He got a 17.
Yikes!
He looks to you. He looks to himself, and he looks at his rippling muscles that he's developed from being a lumberjack, and he looks over to your skinny ass, and he says, well, "No offense, you look like you couldn't be able to lift a single piece of lumber in half of your life. You look like you've more entirely I'd rather people do the work for you than doing anything for yourself. So how can we, working people who have been slaving over everything with our kids stolen from us, trust some nandy pansy to tell us what to do?" And he starts to get
the
some
order
people.
of things. Your lot in life is to do as you're told, and my lot in life is to do the telling. Now, if you'd like to personally test my mettle, I'd more than welcome it. And Phineas will draw.
And he just goes up.
Oh no! Oh
He goes
no!
up and he's gonna throw a punch at. He's gonna say, "As a test boy, I managed to see it around here. I love to see it."
Phineas, about a murder commoner.
No, he's just sitting up there, and he's like, is going. You can try to tell me what to do, but this is my boy. No one's gonna tell me. No stinking lordling is gonna tell me I can't be there to help rescue my boy.
What good is it going to do him to come back to a dead father?
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion's also good.
I just rolled an 18.
What the hell, man?
Are Kalon and Zion close enough to see this?
You're getting to the point where the situation is getting under control. He's like, and what good does it do a father if he can't actually help his own son, who isn't man enough and good enough to help him with it? And Ryder, you're coming up there, and you guys are literally seeing Ryder with one dwarf kid like on his back, and the other two like walking circles around him, coming forward, and they're pulling him there.
You won't do anyone any good by getting in our way.
Yeah, so at this point, Kalon like tugs on Zion's sleeve to, stop him from asking the teenager any questions at this point, and points over towards Phineas like, Phineas is in trouble again.
If I have to cut you down to save your son, I'll do it in an instant.
And you just hear that, "I listen to the little prick," and you just see you see Brandon the Ranger coming up. He's all kinds of right. And anyway, that Marcus, it's better if you can get there and be there to guard him yourself. Otherwise, you can give this old little spindly to the beast of the woods. And you see the commoner kind of call down, "I get to be with the kids. Now take a no for an answer."
Not acceptable. You'll just get in our way.
Actually, the more eyes for this, the better.
He's an untrained fighter. He'll get killed.
He doesn't need to be
He
trained. He can
He
watch.
takes an axe. He's going to take one of the axes, and he's going to throw it at the wood behind you. Okay, he hits it. He actually hits it dead center as he takes a throwing axe from his side and quickly goes right into the middle of the wood. Satisfied enough for you, lordling? As he walks over and... Yeah, didn't say you do any better. And he grabs the
Talking
axe and
tricks?
rips it out. And he says, I'm staying.
You're going to stay at home. I won't accept.
Don't need your exception. I don't need it. All I need is the mayor's protection. And he says, that right, mayor? You're going to let us defend our own and let other people defend for us? Well, I suppose that we can... One more pair of eyes couldn't hurt. Marcus is the largest of us. He could be good in a scrap.
Fine, but I won't be the one telling his son why his father is dead.
But now I won't have to. And you won't have to, little lordling. And he kind of like brushes you and like literally kind of like walks off the thing. And he does like hit you to try to knock you down. He's going to do a make opposing strength checks.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
Yes, there you go.
I wanted it
He
before.
pushes you. Yeah, you push. He like pushes you and you stand your ground. He doesn't fall down, but he looks at you, just kind of like narrows his eyes and just keeps walking. And he does walk into the direction of the mayor's house with 2 axes in hand. Okay.
Untrained oaf is going to get us all killed.
As you guys are making your way, you just see Phineas behind the 4 other children, the 16-year-old, very homely lass, as well as the 3 hellspawn that are biting at riders, everything. So, I'm assuming you guys are going back to the town, going back into the place.
To the mayor's
Yeah.
house.
Kalan was still holding the teenager's hand, so she walks in with her.
Yep. And she goes, and you do notice that the girl kind of goes, Oh, I forgot. My name is Molly. It's wonderful to meet you.
I'm Zion, he says, nodding.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, I see your friend has Hugh, Do, and Lou. I've used to babysit for them.
Well, you might be able to help tonight then.
Oh, shit.
That was the greatest answer ever.
Right. You two stay here with the children, and I'll see if I can find us a description of the monster.
Alright. Roll for me a investigation check. Let's make an investigation.
Now
All
I
right.
get good rolls.
As the
I'm
crowd is
livid.
right, before the crowd disperses and as everyone's going to the mayor's house, Phineas, you do actually define that you do get a couple of key points. That the monster has never been seen. Once again, that gush of wind and gash in usually a cheek. You can kind of see some of the cuts. They're very accurate, by the way. Like each person's cut that you notice is exactly the same. Like there's almost like a precision to it. If you want, one person actually, you can make a medicine check if you really want to at a high investigation to see the cut itself in more detail.
I mean, sure. All right. See, I'm getting good rolls when I don't need them.
It's
The fi-
strange. These cuts are very precise. Normally with talons or fangs or some type of natural claws, they're usually kind of in a way that, gets jagged because the claws themselves aren't in like a nice, pristine condition. It's There's jagged pieces to it. These are so precise, it almost looks like they were made with a sword. Or something like of a bladed edge.
Scalpel.
And I'll relay all this information when I get back. Do I get any other details about the creature, what people have observed?
Unfortunately, it's the same thing. Gusts of wind, flashes of blue, sometimes green, but then quickly going off. And yeah, that's about it.
All right.
Does anyone actually see the children leave, or are they just poofed?
Everyone has been the same thing. A gust of wind happens, or there's a sound, and if the person is taken, they immediately get blinded by the wind and the cuttingness of it, and then they turn around and the child is gone.
They don't like see the child be dragged off or anything. It's just gone.
Yes.
Guess I'll head back and we'll wait for 3:33.
As you guys are going there, everything, how are you guys doing it? So,
Walking with my legs over to the place where we had all the children.
yes, I know.
Same.
Like, how are you setting it up? Like, the cots and everything are in there, and you see a bunch of them are just sitting there. It's good so far. I mean, you do see that the kids are running around. Ryder, they are like, Mr. Franny, why you have such a funny name? Hey, Mr. Franny, why is that sword all glowing? Hey, Mr. Franny, why do you smell like dirt? Hey, Mr. Franny, why is the sky blue? Hey, Mr. Franny, why is the grass green?
Are there any windows?
There are windows around.
Can we try and board up the windows?
That is exactly what I expected him to say.
Can I try and board up the windows?
Yeah, Kalon's trying her best to keep the 4-year-old, the boys occupied by playing games and whatnot.
Phineas is keeping his Searite lantern lit, like in a very visible area, and he's also keeping a close eye on his weapon of warding.
Okay, perfect. As you guys are doing all of this, it does get into be later. Molly does help you out and is able to get the kids, and she sings the Grimalkin song as she kind of lulls them to bed. And you're all kind of creeped out by it. It's kind of uncanny, kind of weird, but eventually the young ones go to sleep, and she tucks them in. The mayor does come around. He kind of makes sure that you guys need anything. He is going to retire to a separate home to give you guys as much space as possible. And he goes, I'm going to be telling Mr. Brandon about how to be on the best guard out here. He's going to go stalk the woods, make sure the perimeters are safe. And you do see Marcus is there just glowering at you all, standing at the door. Not coming into the house, but standing outside of it. Is there anything I can do for you?
Is there any other way into the house?
You've boarded up many of the windows, and the doors are going to be closed and guarded by Marcus all night. I think this is as safe as they're ever going to be.
So no cellar with an outside entrance or anything?
Not that I know of. No, the only other place I'd be opened would be my room, and I've made sure personally that is completely... I've completely boarded up myself. I even had Mr. Brandon check it. And you can check it yourself as well.
Zan just kind of nods.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, I think we're good. Marcus, Standing at the door won't do us much good. Why don't you do a little patrol? Keep an eye on the side of the house and the back.
Make
I'll
a,
just take
per-
the door.
make a persuasion check at disadvantage, because he does not like listening to you.
Can I help?
Oh shit. Yeah, I'll just make a second one and take the lower one.
You would have to do your separate one.
Okay, so that's
Not your
15.
own. Alright, let me roll to see if he listens. He got a 19. He doesn't listen to you. He does not like you.
Won't even make yourself useful.
We don't take orders from no damn lanky lordling. We don't need your kind over here. We never have.
Maybe
Thing
that's
is,
why it's such a backwater.
Maybe Zion should do the asking.
Zion kind of just like gets in between them. Is like, Marcus, I'm with you. This guy's a fucking asshole, but he is right in this situation. Should probably go around the sides of the house if we're going to be watching this front door.
Persuasion and advantage. Because you are a commoner, you have a commoner background, so you actually do have some clout with this. You have advantage.
Yikes.
Uh,
It was on a 20 and then bounced off the corner to a 1. I was like, oh, sad.
He looks at you. Appreciate it. I do. And he is an asshole. But I'm staying here.
Does Ryder want to give it a shot?
It's alright, he's just committed to not being of any use. He'll die quickly and hopefully be some fodder for the monster.
I'm sorry, I keep rolling high for this guy.
Look, we have
Apparently,
here.
apparently you have to keep up the slack because Haley's not here. We get it.
Look, we have it in here. If you want to grab some other people and look around the town, just in case, that would be really helpful.
I don't even want him out of his house.
Very angry dad.
Persuasion.
Phineas,
roll.
shut.
You're going to get more people killed.
26.
Damn.
You know what? I'm gonna roll. I got a 17. Yeah.
Well,
He listens to you though. He's like, fine. I'll go gather some other men. Do a patrol.
But don't you see? You're just lining more
Shut
land
up.
for the slaughter.
He
it's-
literally just leaves and isn't even paying attention.
It's just interested in children. They'll be safe enough.
And
What happens when we fight it? And there are a bunch of commoners out of their homes?
Excuse me.
And Molly's saying,
What?
I just put the kids down. Could we keep it down? I don't want them waking up.
Fine.
thank you.
So no shatters. Got it.
And she kind of like takes a breath and gets some. I can go get some food going for everyone. My mother taught me some good recipes. I can make some
No.
soup.
Stay where I can see you.
Oh, okay.
and she kind of like meekly like goes down and sits down.
So are you going to go get the food, Phineas?
I have to see her.
You could have gone with her to grab the food.
Why are you hungry? It's like
It's like 9 o'clock at night.
Yes, we never had dinner because we
Fine.
live for this town.
I'll go with her to fetch the food.
Yeah, Shatter will do exactly that.
I can make something. It would be no trouble.
Fine. I'll go with you. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
And she kind of like goes up and meekly kind of like looks. She does look over to Ryder and blushes a little bit and keeps moving on.
Aw.
Ryder, you should probably go with her. I don't necessarily feel comfortable with only one set of eyes on her when it's supposed to be a girl taken tonight.
Yeah, but you need as much help with Kalon too.
I mean, it's only 9 o'clock. We got a couple hours. And Kalon is already sleeping, so...
Wait, she is?
Yeah, she fell asleep just, because it is late, technically, for her. So she's asleep on Fenrir, but he's awake, just, staying awake and watching, so.
Mm-hmm. I have a question, Ray. Is
I'm-
Kalan still wearing that little bracelet that Moss
Yes,
gave
yes,
her?
she is.
Yes, she has not taken it off because it's not safe anywhere else. She would lose it.
Good to know. Good to know.
I will go with Phineas to grab the food.
Good job, Daniel. All right, you guys go and grab the food. What is Zion doing?
Just kind of standing in the like near the door and just watching the kids that are sleeping.
You're watching them. You do hear a voice in your head. So what do you think, Zion?
I don't know. Not sure what this creature is. I'm not very versed in monster hunting. But by the fact that it's stealing jewelry, it must be somewhat human-esque or have some type of opinion of its appearance.
Agree. Can you roll a history check, a religion check for Dracon?
Doop doop doop. Doop.
Yeah, he did. Sorry, not history. It was religion. I meant religion.
Oh. Well, poop.
I've been listening to everything that you've been gathering. It tips my tongue as if I can remember something. I can remember hunting creatures like these, those who took away valuable objects, whether that be people or things. I hunted them down and I slaughtered them. I can only remember their name. Stupid dormancy.
Do you remember
Stupid
any
griffin.
weaknesses of them?
No, all I know is that they are drawn to magic. Specifically, they are drawn to magical things.
Oh, you mean what each one of us was given? Lovely. Would you like to take over for this?
Put me in control. I do not like this. And I think I'm going to really hate to say it, but I feel as if a presence is here. I'm feeling it ever since we came in.
What kind of presence?
Look at my mask.
He pulls it out.
Out of the 5 glowing stars that were adorning your mask, after it was given a special token by Sparky the Wonder Griffin, one of them is glowing slightly brighter than all the others.
Alright, what's this mean?
I don't know. All I know is we should be very, very careful. As a couple of hours are passing as you are looking over, you guys... Oh, go ahead.
Can I just go back and do a do-over and use my inspiring leader feat before Kalan goes to bed?
Sure. How long does that last?
It's temp HP, so it lasts until a long rest is completed.
Technically, if she would go to sleep, she would lose that.
Oh, I thought it was the... Okay, it's fine, yeah.
I'm saying it because if you go for a rest and it's like, yeah, great speech.
Yeah,
You
Kalan's already
lose.
going to sleep.
See, I
Yeah.
don't know. If you get the speech and then you wake up 5 minutes later, I feel
Well,
like...
Well, yeah, I'm saying though that she specifically said she is going to bed. If you do it for like Ryder or Zion and yourself, yeah, that would work for temp HP.
It just wouldn't be given to Kalon because.
Yeah, which I
sleep.
mean, I'd be okay with. Kalon is a child; she would naturally just fall asleep trying to stay up that long.
Yeah.
No
So
HP for
Zion
the
and
child.
so everyone but the child can have temp HP. I'm okay with that.
And I'm giving it to Marcus and the 16-year-old kid too.
Okay, good to know.
And what temp HP are we getting?
+9.
Yay.
That's a good amount. That is a good amount.
And because Zion hears it, Dracon's forced to hear it too.
Yep, he gets it too.
If I'm gonna suffer, so are
that's
you,
really
asked.
okay.
Yeah, exactly. As you guys are going to sleep, Molly does make you a nice soup. She does kind of say to both of you, "Hope this is enough. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I cooked last, but here you go." And she gives you some nice food to eat. All of you have.
It'll be fine. Don't have much of an appetite anyway.
I understand.
Once it starts getting closer to like 3 in the morning, Zion puts on the mask.
It's about 12 o'clock in the morning now. You are getting a little tired, each of you, but the soup is good. We're gonna say for this one, she kind of says, I put some special ingredients in it that my mother always said would help wakefulness. My dad said he could eat this and go an entire day without sleeping and feel completely rested. AKA, your DM is giving you the ability to stay up at night and not suffer the consequences of exhaustion.
Yay!
Whoa.
Woohoo!
Except
You're
for Kalan, who doesn't suffer that because you're asleep.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yes, crack soup. It's crack soup. Makes finger looking good, and it is no snorting good. As you
Love
guys
it.
are continuing on, it is getting to 1 o'clock. Manhattan. 2 o'clock.
All this time, Phineas is keeping a close eye on his weapon of warding, always keeping his lantern nearby.
The lantern's light is so powerful, the weapon of warding glowing a slight color as if the moon is reflecting upon it. Molly does eventually go to sleep and settles down on a bench, laying down. Everyone is still asleep. 3 o'clock hits.
Zion puts on the mask. Dracon gets to deal with this
As soon as you
shit.
put on the mask, you all see Zion put on this mask, and suddenly you see that the star on the left side, the far left side, is glowing brighter and brighter.
Does that mean something?
I wish I could remember.
Right.
That's not reassuring.
Yes, you're telling me.
3:20 hits. Kalon, in your sleep, you're in that grove with moss. It seems like you are in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
I can understand that. Ever since what happened, creatures from beyond the realms have gathered. And unfortunately, it looks like it's becoming it looks like the branches and the roots are coming unraveled even now.
I think it's too much even for a child to handle.
He kind of laughs and is like, to be fair, Kalan, I think it's too much for any of us to handle.
But I thought adults were supposed to be able to handle anything.
Adults, when you grow up, sometimes you think you can handle everything. But sometimes the most important thing that you can ever realize is that you can't, and that you need help. And sometimes it takes, and he points, and he hits your head with his finger, very tactfully, playfully. It takes someone like a child to remind them
that even though you're all grown up, you still need to rely on
Does this mean I have to be nicer to Phineas?
He kind of sighs. That one needs more help than most. And I think you could help him the most. And he immediately goes kind of like quiet. I am sorry, Kalan, but you must be prepared.
Prepared for what?
For what will happen. Kalan, everyone, as soon as you feel whole, the room gets deathly quiet. Phineas, I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Understand.
Not allowed to be surprised.
You're
No
not surprised.
I'm allowed. I'm
Well,
like waking
you
up
cannot.
everybody, waking up the children's.
Yep, Kalan automatically fails, so that's fine.
I'm still tired. I'm asleep, okay?
Right.
Oh no, the boys.
Raycon is the only one who is not knocked over by this.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yep. Custom power, and I love it. As you guys are all blown off of your feet, all of you turn your eyes, except for Dracon. You manage to keep them open for a second, as suddenly as everything splinters open, as a gush of wind comes in through one of the doors, rushing out from where the mayor's room was, because none of you checked that room.
Lovely.
Comes whooshing down. You see as almost a fog-like presence comes whooshing down and filters into the room. It grabs Kalan. And Kalan, you wake up and you just feel yourself being overcome, and all of you get blasted as you see this gust of wind. Dracon, you're the only one who sees this.
Can I cast Mind Spike on it?
Nope, it's too fast, unfortunately. It happens in an instant. And you do see a flash of burning red eyes and blue skin, and a long sword that quickly cuts across the off of all of your faces, and grabs Kalan, but you are able to see it as it goes out the window and blasts into the forested area. You can give chase.
I proceed to follow it.
Yep.
Yep. we
Fenrir's
get up.
definitely
by the
chasing.
way- Oh, by the way, as you all look down, Dracon, you're the only one who notices this. As you look on your person, all of your magical items are now gone.
Oh shit! The lantern too.
The lantern too.
Oh.
Good thing I have a normal sword.
Good thing my rapier is a packed weapon and doesn't give a fuck.
That is
I
true.
see-
So
It's true.
Phineas is the only one now unarmed?
I still have my my
Bow.
longbow.
Wait,
Okay,
wait.
well.
Wait, what about my armor? That's magic.
Yeah, it's gone too.
Damn it.
You really do be nude out here.
Yeah, you all open your eyes. You're both naked.
Wait. Okay, so Ryder, wouldn't you be wearing normal clothing underneath the armor? So
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
that
am.
Be...
I
Alright,
am
so
wearing
you're
normal clothing, so I'm
but
not
you're
butt
just
naked.
without armor.
I'm just
Yeah, you are without armor, and you do see the wind carrying Kalan out really quickly. You are able to give chase. I'm assuming you all are chasing.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Well,
Even
I mean,
better.
we're definitely, yeah. I mean, they're tied together, so.
As
I'm
you
assuming I can
guys
see
are
Fenrir chasing after as well and just follow him.
Quick
On my
question.
way out,
Yes,
I will,
Fenrir
like,
is awake and chasing after everybody. As you guys are flying across, no alarm bells are being rung, and you do see, as you guys are rushing across the fields, trying your best just to make it across, you go into the forest itself. As you make your way through,
as we go,
Is there
I've
any-
like lit a torch. I've got a torch going.
Quick question, Zan. Do you have the light cantrip? Or Draco?
Twice, actually.
Can you light up my sword really quick?
Yeah, I do exactly that.
As I
As
then
you guys are going forward, Kalan, you feel a sense of icy dread as you are being carried through the forest by this weird presence, almost like it's cradling you as it's running forward. You wake, and then suddenly it stops and puts you down, almost in like a forested glen. And you see around yourself tiny little crystals all around you in this forest. Green crystals. As you start to wake up, you look up, you see 7 green crystals all around you with children inside of them.
Dun dun dun.
Do we see Kalan?
As all of you rush over, you see Kalan and this 7, almost kind of in an arc, in an imperfect arc of 7 crystals, with Kalan in the center of it. And you see this presence over, almost like a weirdness to it. And then as it coalesces, you all see a weird figure. You just see a creature form of mist and shadow standing in front of Kalan. Kalan, if you want to place your tokens, you are right here.
Phineas is gonna try and run
You are
up.
all
He's got
right here.
Phineas has his torch and shield in hand. Like he doesn't have a weapon out, just torch and shield right now.
You just see this shadowy presence over Kalan.
Is it enough of a presence that I can cast a spell at it?
It's not fully formed yet, but it looks to you. Well, looky here. The adventurers are here.
Reveal yourself, creature.
And that would be so much fun. Unfortunate. You have done your services well. You have brought me a great sacrifice.
Unhand her, and then Phineas is gonna charge.
yeah.
You charge forward. I need you to make, and you feel as if, however, as you get closer, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me? You do not beat it.
Oh shit.
Really?
As you start to go forward, and as you go forward a little bit, you feel heavy, and suddenly you are back standing next to Dracon.
What is this?
He warned about you. Well, that was interesting. It seems as if even though I am not strong like that, you are affected all the same. Phineas Aldaria, run away, screw up, bastard.
Enough of your tricks! And Phineas is gonna try and run in again.
Exactly the same thing happened.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
I make an
all.
attempt to get towards Kalan.
All right, make a wisdom saving throw as the presence is all around you. And you notice that as the presence is talking, the stones are growing greener around you. Not enough as you go
Fuck.
forward.
Yeah, I'm probably not making it, so I'm going to.
Question. The figure is the figure's back now towards me?
Yes. Klon,
Nah.
you're the only one who sees this as this appears in front of you all.
Ooh, an Oni.
Get a picture up here for everybody.
Oh, spooky.
Yeah.
I did not mean to click that. Ignore that.
Yeah.
So yeah, since its back is towards me, I'm going to try this, and it's probably going to fail because I never have luck with this. But
Luck.
I'm trying to sneak away, at least to get out of range of whatever's going on
He
around.
got a
me.
natural.
Wait,
He got a natural 20 to perceive you.
of course he did.
Hmm.
I was trying to
Everyone
click on the
rolled
spell, not on the
initiative.
cast button spell.
Fun.
Alright. So Phineas, as combat is starting, he's gonna drop his torch at his feet and then equip his bow.
All right, that can be done at your turn.
Isn't that a free action? Because equipping
Nope.
a different weapon is free at the start of combat. So is
Okay,
dropping the
then
torch
if
not
it's
free?
free to comment, yeah, all right, I will give that to you. I will give that to you. Well, Ignis's bad rolls continue. For initiative.
Still above everyone else except Kalon.
All right. So, go on. So, 16. Oh, wow. Oh no, guys. Don't do this to me. Don't make me do a TPK for all of you.
You don't
It
have
might
to do that.
happen.
It actually might. You're all level 4.
Yep.
I get the Oni stats out here.
Yep. Onigiri.
Okay, I get a plus. Okay, I don't get any start innate. I do not get any of this stuff. I got a 19
Of course you did.
plus nothing. So the Oni is going to go first.
Yeah.
And you guys are so nicely gathered up in front of him.
No, we're not.
I need, as he raises, as his glowing form coalesces, as he reaches out an arm, I need Ryder,
Of course.
Dracon, and
Sup?
Phineas.
Oh.
I think I need you to make Constitution saving throws.
Easiest
Let me
con
I'm
save
good.
in
sure.
life.
15.
Let me sure. Let me make sure it's Constitution and not something else.
Damn, Ignis.
I think I'm good.
He really doesn't want to get hit.
Okay, all of you do get hit by this, but you all pass, and you take
Yeah.
half damage. But that is still 8d8 damage of cold damage.
Motherfucker.
Wait, to
Fucking
each?
kind of cold.
What? What the natural 20 though?
Yeah, you take half damage.
He's had it in the past where natural 20 negates all damage.
Damn.
Also, he has my
Master
full
Master
vote.
really said I'm done with the temp HP bullshit.
And of course, of all the damages I'm immune or resistant to, cold is not one of them.
33. Okay, you take 20 points. Each of you takes 20 points of damage.
Ow.
And that's
And yeah.
that's already halved?
That's already halved.
Yikes.
So I take 11. So you guys should all take 11.
No, that was already half. The total was 44.
Yeah, but your temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you all take 11 points of damage.
Oh, yeah, that is how.
And you are. Oh, this is simple.
So he's this big, correct?
Oh, yeah, he is. This is a huge creature.
Got it.
Fucking chonker.
Right. I really
That's
wish I
going to end his turn.
Kalon?
Yep, Kalon, you are up.
Shoved the wand up
Thanks.
his butt.
Appreciate it.
Oh no, Kalon, all of your magic items are gone too.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
The sticky fingers guy.
By the way, brownie points if you can guess the yokai that I base this Oni off of.
Yes, a yokai. I know what that is.
Yokai are Japanese spirits who can cause mischievous things.
Yeah, I knew that. Why would you think I didn't know that? I knew that.
All right, Kalon, what are you doing?
Only dumb people don't know that. I was just testing to see if you knew it.
Can this thing turn invisible? I'm assuming yes, right?
Huh. We're in like a clearing, right?
Yes.
This
You do
might.
notice. Oh, by the way, out of curiosity, you all notice as the cone of cold happens, all of the crystals around him with the kids in it glow greener and go brighter.
So,
Got it. Break the crystals.
I'm going to try this, and it might cause a slight problem, maybe. I make no guarantees.
You would have to roll a disadvantage anyway.
Damn it.
Doesn't matter. You go to roll, and it pink, hits off of his giant armor. And he looks around and he says, so you're the one that he's after the most.
Meanwhile, Kalon's standing there shaking her head like, nope, don't know who you're talking about. Nope, just an ordinary child. I mean, what?
All right. Is that all you're going to do? Or are you going to try to walk away from him?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to move.
Okay, move.
About that.
Which direction do I want to try?
I would not try a direction. If you want to move, I can maneuver you out of there and make sure he can't take opportunity attack on you. If you do it yourself, then he can get an opportunity attack. Though if you stay in his range, you could get closer to us.
How close are the crystals around her?
The crystals are. Give me a second here. I'm going to draw these. Nice green color here. They're arranged like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is just a rough estimation, but yeah. Like
okay.
That.
She kind of takes a sidestep like just over this way. So it's not too far away, but kind of like as if in movies, you know how like people circle around just trying to keep the enemy distracted, but they can maneuver themselves to where they want to be. Yeah, something like that. But she's still within range.
Yep, and because it's a large creature, like I've got him, you can maneuver around him and not opportunity attack. So you're good.
And that's going to be it.
Next up, I believe, is Ryder.
Negative. That would be me.
Oh, sorry about that. Yep, go for it, Zion or Dracon. What can you do?
We're gonna go ahead and use Mind Spike because I don't trust this motherfucker not to turn invisible again.
No, go for it. What's the saving throw for that?
Wisdom.
Okay, wisdom. Ooh, okay. That is a 15.
Beats it.
All right. He kind of like scrunches his eyes a little bit and he's like, oh, Dracon, that won't work on me. Not again.
Oh, well, that's 8 points or 4 points of damage.
Wait, is Mind Spike a
Half his
cantrip?
No, it's a spell.
Oh, okay then. He does take half damage. All right, he takes
Yeah.
4 points of damage. Good to know. All right, Ryder, you're up. Unless you want to do any movement.
I moved there.
All right, perfect.
You took my space, you monster.
You're welcome.
Ryder, go.
Okay. I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 1. Let's hope this doesn't kill any children.
That's always a good way to start a D&D game.
Yeah, because that's something you want to hear from your own party member. Got it.
To be fair, I'm not going to be hitting Kalan with this. As I aim a nice little circle right here and cast.
Shatter.
Okay. Well, they automatically fail these things. Well, actually, no. Let me see for them.
Any organic material has disadvantage on the saving throw.
All right, that's good. So the first one does succeed, barely. Second one fails. Third one fails. And for the Oni itself, fails.
Nice.
Ooh.
So the crystals take 10 point, and the Oni takes 10 points of damage, and that one still takes 5.
The crystals look a little bit like rattled, but it doesn't like the spell does much to them. In fact, it looks like as you hit with the spell, they seem to glow brighter.
Oh no.
And as you hit the Oni, he recoils and he like grabs his head in pain as he recoils back. But do I have to do anything else with Shatter, if I remember correctly? Or is it just damage?
Yeah, you can't post it. Here's the spell.
Okay, creature makes an inorganic. Yep, okay. Never mind.
And
Yeah.
as a bonus action, Phineas, save the child. As I bardic inspiration.
Okay. As he gets blasted with the thing, you can see like blood coming down his ears a little bit, but he kind of like shakes his head. Phineas, you're up.
That's a free D6, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes, that's a free D6. I thought you said 3D6.
Yeah, no, free D6, free real estate.
Free real estate.
All right, Phineas is moving back here. Can I ask out of character how everybody's health looking, or do we want to stay in character for this?
If you want to do that, you have to roll a medicine check.
All right, I will medicine check to see how everyone's doing.
It is a free thing. It's kind of crazy right now. You can get that they're hurt, just like you, but it's in the heat of a moment.
All right, and Ray, did you still want to get out of there without him opportunity attacking you?
That would be preferable, but I mean, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, and I'll figure something else out.
I can do it. All right, so first I'm going to take a bonus action and heal myself up for second wind. So that's 1d10 plus 4. 8 plus 4 is 12. I heal for 12.
Okay. Bonus action with that.
Nice roll.
So you're essentially back up to
Good roll.
I am up to full. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a longbow attack at our pal, Big Bad Demon Boy. Here we go. It's a 22 to hit.
That does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, and I'm going to add a superiority die to this too. So 7, and then I'm adding a d4. Okay,
think it's
10 total damage, and then I'm using maneuvering attack.
that
So
should be a D. That should be a D6, not a D4.
oh, you're right. It's actually supposed to be a D8.
Oh yeah, D8. Never mind. So roll D8.
Oopsie poopsie.
Nobody knows.
Oh, you'll have to see it. All right.
Oh, damn!
15 damage. And Ray, you can move up to half your move speed without provoking an opportunity attack, and it does cost you reaction.
Okay.
But you can move around there. You have to do so immediately.
Yeah, that's like a right now thing.
Yep.
So where do you want to move, Ray? Perfect. Get behind there.
Yup, because at least I can use the crystals to stand behind and, have it between me and what's his name.
All right. Perfect. As you do that, it is now, unless do you want to do any other movement?
No, that's it for me. I'm spent.
Okay. As the Oni creature gets up, he kind of rolls. You see him break off the arrow and toss it away as the wound begins to heal up.
Oh, that's fun.
And he says, "Oh, you are so smart. Very well to play at this game." And he is going to rush over to Ryder.
Finally, someone recognizes my intelligence.
And he is going to make, taking out his great sword, and he is going to make two multi-attack on you. So I don't think I don't think a 9 hits you.
Barely misses.
Right, he's not wearing armor.
But I think an 18 will.
Yes, because I have a 10 armor class.
Okay. That is 3d6 damage.
Yikes!
That is 16 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
Ow! I'm so glad the first one missed.
As he looks to you and he says, "Oh, young Richter, so easily thwarted, so easily fooled, so easily manipulated."
Yeah, I heard it all before.
Come on, you're up. As you all go for the second round of combat, you notice as he's going to use his bonus action and reach up, and he's going to begin to draw in light from one of the crystals.
Okay, so the first thing I would like to do is examine the crystal that I am standing behind.
That will take your full action to do so.
I am okay with this because I want to know what's going on with these crystals and...
All right, make an Arcana check.
Yay! Damn it!
Wow!
Well, shit.
Standing, big giant rock, big scary man, big and blue, gonna kill you.
You hate to see it.
I'm still too tired. I was very rudely woken up.
All right, good to know. You want to do any movement?
No, because I'm going to try again on this thing once it comes to my turn again.
Alrighty then, that's gonna be interesting. Alright, Dracon, you're up.
So, bonus action Hex.
Okay.
Move forward, and let's go ahead and go with the rapier.
Alright, go for it.
I stab it.
That does
Nice.
it. So
I
roll hit.
stab at thee.
Alright.
And
Very
then
good.
Hex damage. Give me a second.
Don't forget you have advantage, so.
Do you want me to crit fish?
Yes, actually.
Alright, still hits. So we'll take the 8, since that's what you rolled. So what's the hex damage?
5.
Alright, good to know. Alright.
and he is now weak to wisdom saving throws, or has disadvantage on them.
It's only wisdom checks.
Okay.
Or
That's good to
checks?
know.
Yeah, checks
Yeah,
or throws.
Just
Good to
checks.
know. Anyway, perfect. So, as you hit him, you see him flinch for a moment, but then he looks to you and he says, "Oh, I'm going to enjoy this." All right, Ryder, you're up.
Well, because Dracon moved up, I sort of have to change my plan. So
It's
instead
about a few.
of what I was originally going to do, I am going to still attack him with my longsword. And advantage because 22 hits.
That does.
And I'm going to use one of my blade flourishes, the defensive flourish.
You guys are doing pretty good. You're still pretty strong, though.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is good points of damage. 12 points.
Not just that, but depending on the roll, I get to add that to my AC. So I'm at 16 now.
Nice.
Woo!
Good to know. All right, Phineas, you're up.
And as a bonus action, I'm going healing word myself.
Go for it.
Okay. I think I have a big brain play.
Big brain.
Alright. Big brain. Alright. First off, I'm going to use a bonus action to use Rally on Ryder. So
Thank you.
that'll be a D8 plus my charisma mod. That'll be 12 temporary hit points for you. Then I am going to. I'm moving back over here, and I'm going to hold an action. I'm going to hold the action of shooting this clown at the start of his turn, which should be right after mine.
You can't do that unless he chooses to do something. So what are you waiting for him to do?
I'm waiting for him to move at all.
All right, you can just attack him. All right, if you want to do that now, you want to attack him now? Okay. You don't want to attack him until your turn, until he does his action. So we're going to say after he does his action, you can attack. We'll say it that way, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So he got a natural 20 on his Constitution saving throw. So this, you see as the hand that was stretched forth to this glowing green crystal here, he actually draws the light from it as the crystal grows dark and shatters.
Is the kid okay?
The kid's gone, turned to dust.
Got it.
As you see, all the damage you've done to him is completely healed.
Health packs, got it.
Silly boys. You have no idea who you're messing with. Who I am working for. And now,
Why don't
Feel
you
free
tell
to
us?
enlighten us.
very well. How about you all? Oh, by the way, and since he sucked that up, he is going to move up here. And slightly this way. You all can attack him if you wish.
You'll have to see it. So are we saying that
Me!
after he does his action, I get to attack him, or was doing the suck his action?
That was just what happened. That happened at the beginning of his turn. He did that because he had a bonus action. He got a natural 20 on the Constitution saving throw. So, yeah.
Does a 10 happen to hit?
No, they do not. You do because he is moving. Get to attack on him. So you technically get 2 attacks on him. Phineas. You only get the 1.
Yeah, no, I only get the 1. Yeah.
Yeah, you only get the 1.
Okay, here we go. Finding the
He
long
got a
bow. It's
natural
in here
20 on
somewhere.
both.
Okay.
Yikes.
I have to roll severity.
That's a few natural ones, let's go.
I got a natural 20 on severity.
Oh, don't
Have I
Does
murdered myself?
Don't tell me you hit me. Please
Please
tell me I didn't get hit in the back again.
I was about to say, does Dracon get shot in the back this time?
Again.
No.
Wait, was Dracon out when
Yes.
what?
So here's what happens. Phineas,
Yes.
as you go with your longbow, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Alright, these are my
Oh,
jam.
no.
Yeah.
Right.
18.
You pass. You are stunned for the next 2 rounds.
Oh. Okay.
Yikes.
It's better than what the alternative was.
Death.
As you feel in your presence this mind saying, "Do not hurt my little friend. He's going to help you eventually."
What?
Wait.
I mean, it seems like he makes a persuasive argument. You're not moved for 2 cents.
I was about to say, wait, if that's the good result, what would have been the bad result?
Oh, he would have been under my control.
Oh!
You beat it by 3, so congratulations.
Oh!
Noted. 15.
Okay.
You're right for making me do a charisma save.
I could have just done that to you, but I felt like this was more in character, because you are a very willful person. However, the creature looks to all of you and brings up his hand.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry.
That's fine. He's gonna look over to all of you, and I need Ryder, Dracon,
Yo.
and Phineas. You
Hell is the range on
automatically
Cone of Cold.
60 feet.
Are we
It's
still doing
big.
that these tiles are worth 10 feet each?
No,
5.
they're 5.
Okay.
13.
Just pass.
Nope.
I hate to see it.
You have a D6.
Fail.
Abe.
Oh shit! I should roll that d6, huh? Okay. H.
Still fail.
Okay.
I gave you
Okay.
help.
He did.
It's
Didn't do
88.
anything. But you gave it to me.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
3.
Please,
Okay.
please don't kill me right off bat.
I feel like on an average roll, I just die to this.
So, anyone who passes takes so Ryder, you take 13 points of cold damage. Everyone else takes 26 points of cold damage.
Not even dead. What an idiot.
I'm Gucci.
I took 1 point of damage. Thank you, Phineas.
You will.
Yep. So Dracon's at 2 hit points.
Shh. I'm Gucci, okay?
As he looks to all of you. That's going to be his turn. Kalan is up.
She cast Murder Death Ray. At level 20.
By the way,
just like
as we're
beating
kind
the
of
shit out
taking-
of a crystal.
literally,
Yes, I'm high.
I was talking about all of this. I went by all of these ideas, at least some of them, with Rebel, and she loved all of these ideas.
So, Ignis,
So,
want to cause chaos tomorrow?
always.
Have
I'm
fun.
Rebel,
Have
I
fun,
am
you guys.
fine.
I'm gonna be gone because I've got a meeting that day. But yeah,
Oh,
It's tomorrow.
I have a meeting for for them. It's D&D. They do Rebels D&D campaign, and I was a part of it, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it for a little bit just because of getting myself ready, and also I've got a big meeting. But we are getting more members to our church, like by
That's
a
cool.
lot. It is cool. It's a lot of
our
fun.
only spellcaster.
And
I'm
healer.
fine.
Bell? I'm talking about
Oh.
Bell.
Bell's also fine.
Oh, by the way,
Bell
since
can
this is a
cast plenty
special-
of spells. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
perfect. Ray, it's your turn. So they just got hit by Cone of Cold again. They are barely alive, but they are alive.
Oh,
I'm
good lord.
fine.
And he has all of his hit points back.
I think
Okay,
she was
well.
there for that.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and examine the crystal I'm in front of again. So that's another
Oh.
Arcana.
Another Arcana. At disadvantage because you failed once. And it's kind of
Damn
getting
it.
crazy. You're seeing your friends getting frozen in front of you. If you can do it.
Nope.
10?
There is some magical energy coming from this. Very similar to what you've been feeling. And you can tell with that you're feeling like these things are able to not only regenerate his health, but also regenerate his innate spell casting.
Oh, fuck off.
Wait, you said it's a familiar feeling? Like I felt this type of magic before?
Yep.
And a variety check. Oh my god.
Okay, so question, is there any type of reaction because I am physically touching the crystal while I examine it?
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw because you did examine it properly.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think I've thought of a way to have us not die. Just don't get in melee range.
Okay. You can cast your next spell at 6th level.
Oh shit.
Also,
Really?
I need everyone to get like 65 feet away from this dude. I have a plan, but a lot of things have to go right.
Okay. That's all that you can do, though.
10, 15,
And I'm going to
20.
say you feel an overwhelming sense of power as you touch this thing, but you do notice that the crystal grows a little bit dimmer.
Okay.
Just consume the child.
No.
All right. Right.
Okay, this is saying that's 10 feet. It's
Raycon,
not, so.
You're up.
Okay, so 2 things. One, I'm going to go ahead and use my Radiant Soul. I am now glowing and have, glowing. I've got some wings, my eyes are shining, and I'm running the fuck over here. I'm kind of
There you go.
taking cover behind the crystal over here. And
Maybe one more square back.
there. I'm taking cover
Alright.
behind the crystal over
It's
here.
That's your full action. Ryder.
Wait. I have bonus action.
That is true.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my healing light on myself for 46.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, Ryder, now it's your turn.
Phineas, what plan do you have?
Well, I'm gonna
I'm
try and scare the shit out
fine.
of him, is my plan.
Also, aren't you still stunned for another turn?
I forgot.
Here's
My
Thank
plan
you
is
everyone
now
for the
turn.
follows.
2 turns. This turn
If I
and the
wasn't
next turn.
stunned, this was a sick plan.
Appreciate the 3 follows
Because
there,
he has
guys.
weakness to wisdom saves now, so I was probably gonna be able to do it.
False.
Although,
He
not
only
gonna
has
lie, I
against
am a
checks.
little suspicious because all those names are the same, so they come off
What?
as
Checks?
kind of body.
Yep.
and
Yeah,
I don't know how to
that
feel
checks.
about that.
Alright.
Well,
Ryder,
that was a
what are you
bad
doing?
plan the whole way.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Give me just a moment.
Do. Well, best thing I could do. 1, 2. Actually, 3, 4. And I make an attack.
Beat the shit out of the crystal, see what happens.
I am not going to beat up a child.
Dude, what if it full heals you, dude? Like,
Okay. Does hit. That does hit. Go roll
just
damage.
fucking eat it. Just eat the kid. They can take one for the team.
One has already taken one for the team.
Alright, the second one can take another for the team.
I'm going to flourish.
Okay.
And use pushing flourish.
Frankly, we need several to be taken for the team.
Okay, good to know. He does some good damage.
Wait, what?
He has some good damage to him.
I am doing mobile flourish. The damage equals the number you roll on. You can push the target up to 5 feet away from you, plus a number of feet equal to the number I rolled. I rolled a 4.
Okay, so he does go back that much. Good to know. It's his turn.
4,
I would
5,
say
6,
perfect.
7, and as a bonus action, I am going to once again healing
word.
word myself. If first level 6, yay!
Very good. So
I'm back. What I
Phineas,
missed?
some good damage by Ryder. He did push the little guy away. Phineas, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
It's high though, so
17.
fail.
Real.
Holy crap!
He did say it was high.
It's like
It is now the Oni's
21.
turn. The Oni is going to look at Kalan because he felt that, and he said, "Oh, I see. If you want power, then have it, little one." As he pulls out from his pocket a familiar wand,
Ooh, it doesn't
he is
miss.
going to use. Let me give me here a second here. Thank you.
Your own weapon against you.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Good thing none of us have lightning damage, or else you could have just put on the ring.
Honestly, it would probably be good if he took me out this turn, because then Ryder could pick me up with Healing Word, and I'd get a turn.
Okay. He is going to use all 7 charges
Holy fuck!
What?
That's like
on Kalan.
I'm sorry, wait, what? Like, this man's just fucking Gatling gun this fucking magic.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
He sensed it. I'm sorry, but he sensed what you did. So let's see.
It was
That
an accident.
is
Do you have shield?
7d4.
Please tell
the
me you have
wand is still
shield.
live. That is 7d4 damage.
oh, I thought you meant like he
Automatically.
used the wand 7 times, so it would be like 49 d4. I was like, whoa!
No, it is a 6th level casting of magic missile. So that is 7d4 damage to Kalan automatically. 4.
Hopefully, he just does 7 damage.
I heard a 4, so unless he rolled that 4 times really fast.
If she lives by, if she dies by the amount of temp HP I would have given her, I'm gonna mauled.
Well, here's my question. Does it matter that technically she is hiding behind the crystal?
Nope.
No.
They seek out their
Okay.
targets.
It's an auto hit.
You take
Okie dokie.
25 You take 25 points of force damage.
Are you still up?
Yes.
Yes!
Alright.
By 1. I have got 1 HP in a dream.
Expiring lead
And
didn't
he
matter. You'll
holds
have to see
out,
it.
as a bonus action, he's holding out his hand to one of the crystals as it starts glowing green.
God damn it.
Alright, Kalon, you're up.
Which crystal?
Going in order.
Might kill a
Okay.
child.
Wow. Good thing you're
Remember,
stunned.
the next spell that you cast is going to be at 6th level. But it will automatically trigger the wild magic.
I know.
Do it. It's worth it.
Summon a dragon.
I'm doing Chaos Bolt.
Oh!
I'm
And that.
feeling wild.
Oh wait, it's the only target, so it doesn't even arc. Damn.
Unfortunately, you miss.
Damn.
And the spell is wasted, and that power is gone. As it shoots out, you all see the sky darken, and you know how, like in those movies, where like a white lightning bolt shines and there's like no sound, it goes black and white? That happens, coming from Kalan's fingertips, but it goes right past the Oni's head.
Damn, that sucks. Oh well.
All right, lucky wild magic. Lucky wild magic.
Yeah,
Magic missed 5th level.
Summon a dragon on top of him.
But you did cast it. Roll me them bones.
What am I rolling first?
D100.
D100.
Big money. High roller.
73.
Give me a second here. I'm checking the wild magic table that I made.
Custom wild magic table, by the way. Okay, so YouTube seems a little bit behind, but everything else seems
73.
about right on the money for
It's probably instantly kill a target of your choice.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome, but I doubt it.
It's not. I know that for sure.
Pastor wouldn't be that nice.
73. Oh my god. Please.
It's Pastor's own personal table, not the normal one.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
not a normal
one.
A random creature within 60 feet of you become poisoned.
That would actually be pretty sick.
If that's the thing. There are 4 creatures in front of her.
Well, listen, we're not doing much healing anyway.
Oh. That's what I'm doing.
God damn it.
Alright.
Is it a dragon?
This one in my personal one is this. Caster must roll a die, the number of players on a number of active combatants on the field, or equivalent to. So in this case, it would be a D6.
Oh, I know there's a dragon option.
Each one has been assigned M. Caster. Target must make a wisdom saving throw or be polymorphed into a rooster for the next round of combat.
So
Please hit the Oni with that.
Come on.
So if they get polymorphed into a cock. Got it.
Also, he said 6 targets.
Kalan is okay for making this. Kalan is 1, Drayton is 2, Ryder is 3, and Phineas is 4, Oni is 5, and 6 is
all the crystals.
Go.
Oh, okay. So it's a
Roll a
D6,
D6.
you said?
Yep, everyone has a number. Roll them.
Come on, 4 or 5.
God damn it.
Kalan, you're a rooster.
Oh.
She spoke.
You just see, and it would be technically you're a little chicken. You're instead of a rooster, you're a little chick.
Well, at least I'm really tiny.
And very well hidden behind that crystal.
Indeed.
He kind of sees you disappear, so that actually is bonus to you guys.
Yay.
But he still knows you're there.
It's like
He
a
felt
worse
those-
invisibility. Nice.
on, you're up.
I'm just gonna go ahead and toll the dead.
Okay.
Is he missing health right now?
He is.
He is, by a little bit. Not by much, though.
Cool.
Okay, DC 15. That's a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
And I get 4 to it. That fails. Good to know.
So he takes 12 necrotic.
Plus heck.
Plus 13, or plus 1, so 13 plus 4 radiant. So that's, what, 17 total damage?
Yep, and he has to make a constitution saving throw. He does pass. Okay. Next up.
Ryder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hope this hits. $17?
Just hits.
Bing bong.
Goodbye.
He got tired. That is good for him.
Once again, using a bardic inspiration to flourish. I'm going to use defensive flourish. 8. So, and I get 3 to my AC. So I'm a 13 now. And a bonus action. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Action.
Okay, miracle concentration.
What's that?
Oh, you are so lucky he got a natural 1 on concentration. He's broken.
Nice.
Yeah, he's not regenerating that any of that health. And
Cough, cough, natural regen, cough. Oh, we lost
bonus
somebody.
action.
Oh, Raz left. Okay.
Why not another healing word on myself? 9.
Yeah, not
Very
the
good.
child with 1 HP
Who's a chicken right now, so
Yeah,
that you
that's-
actually probably can't see behind the crystal.
yeah.
True. All right,
Yeah,
Phineas.
I don't think you're allowed to overkill those. Like they just break it and then they go back to normal hit points, like a polymorph. No overkilling. So another wisdom save.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope. Okay. It's the Oni's turn, and he's pissed off at you, Ryder.
Yeah,
And
I
he
guess.
and he says, well, you are all very interesting to me. And he pulls out a tiny little talisman. But I think I need to do what I came here for. He crushes the talisman, and he's going to cast Misty Step.
Okay.
To go right there.
Oh no.
Personnel, kid.
Actually, no. He's going right here.
He sees the chicken and goes like,
He
What?
looks. Well, time to make some nuggets.
God damn it.
That is just the biggest creepy energy.
Just a little bit.
So that's a 17 to hit you, Kalan.
Me aggressively looking at my toilet.
17 to hit you, Colin.
Shouldn't it
No,
be a
that-
disadvantage because she's a tiny chick now?
Nope.
Yeah, that
Okay.
hit.
Damage carries over, so you're at 0 HP.
Oh yeah, I'm definitively because it hit and I'm at 1 HP.
And that's 14 points of damage.
Yeah,
So
so
you're
I'm at minus 13.
And then he's going to take you, and he is going to smash you on the head against the.
Ow!
Oh.
You lose automatically 2 death saving throws.
Well, I'm
What a hoe.
dead.
And he's just and he says this loud enough. This is what no. He actually does say this. It's nothing personal. My master just wants his money. He just wants his power back that you stole from him.
Time to kill him.
Yeah, and I don't hear any of that, so
But you all do. Dracon, actually,
Kalan.
I need you to make a death saving throw.
No.
Roll higher than a 10, please.
No.
At least higher than a 10. Then we
Roll a
can
d20.
heal you.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah.
Why, Kalan?
Bah.
Kalan, what is your last thought as breath leaves your lungs?
I don't even have any.
What did I ever do to him?
You just go limp, and you all see Drumpus' crumpled child's corpse.
Hmm.
Well, fuck.
And at that point, you see him mist away.
What? No?
Alright, you all have one more round of combat.
Wait, what?
What?
You have one more round of combat. It's Dracon's turn. Ray, check your messages.
I mean, he's still actively like in front of us. I can still hit him, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna start swinging.
Do you like my sword, my diamond sword?
Okay,
was
well,
really-
I'm assuming I miss. It was a bad dice day indeed. Because I don't have any type of, hey, I bring you back from the dead
Sorry.
spells.
Yeah, you miss.
Okay, well, that's all I can do.
Alright. Ryder, you're up.
Going to move here as a bonus action. Misty step over here. Bardic Inspiration. To Blade Flourish again. Advantage because of Dracon. Okay.
Well,
Well,
lucky
since I
13s.
don't hit, I don't use my Bardic Inspiration. And then as a bonus, alright, I already used my bonus action. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Alright.
Phineas.
At the sight of Kalan going down, you break out of the trance. And you just hear a whisper, well, now everything is as it should be. But only you hear that, Phineas.
Keep your damn whispers and lies. I'll have blood for blood. And then Phoenix will move up. He's going to use his action to make a longbow attack. Ah.
Nope.
All right. Action surge longbow attack. 17. Do we hit on a 17?
That just hits?
Okay. I'm going to expend a D8. Fuck, man. We're gonna do
We're going to chase him.
D8 for a trip attack. So I add the superiority die to the roll. So 1d8. That's 5 damage total, and then he has to make a strength save.
Okay, strength saving throw. That's cocked. Okay, that's only an 8, so I'm guessing that fails.
Yeah, that's a failure. So now he is knocked prone. So he's got to use half his movement to get out of prone.
He falls down.
And then I'll use a bonus action. Can I just make a medicine check to see who's looking bad?
Yes, you can.
Kalon.
Well, not Kalon.
I mean, she is looking bad, but you know, bloodied, head split open, bleeding all over the ground.
No way that he can
Fine,
do
she'll be
anything
okay.
about it.
She'll be fine. Yeah, you can't really give a pep talk to that one.
So, as this character is lying flat on the ground, he laughs. It doesn't matter. Everything is as it should be. Oh, hell. He says, he looks around. You have no idea what you've just started and what you've stepped into.
And I don't give a fuck about this guy.
He raises his hand into his pocket and he pulls out another little charm. This one you can easily see is made of what looks like to be white bone in the shape of a dragon. It'll be all begin soon. Oh, hail the he says to all of you, all hail the Emerald Lady. As he crushes the and he casts the teleportation spell, and he disappears.
Counterspell.
Do you actually have counterspell?
I think that's a 3rd level spell, so
I don't fucking know.
As he disappears in a green light, all the crystals of the remaining children shatter, releasing the children with Kalan. I need everybody to mute their mics for a second. Except for you, Ray.
Okay.
Kalan. You're suspended right now in gray miasma. Everything around completely motion, floating. You're not even quite sure if you can even see yourself. Everything is...
We had a deal about this. We talked about this, Pastor.
What do you think right
now? So everything around me is completely gray right now, right? Like I don't see anything?
Yes.
Okay. So just kind of standing there, looking around, trying to see something, not seeing anything, and just thinking, 1, where am I? 2, what's going to happen to me? And 3 is, well, what happens now?
I figured you knew about the Oni, but no, Pavel's supposed to be able to
As you're
show up for
thinking
stuff
all
like
of these
this.
things swirling inside of you, you see 2 floating motes over you. I think she might be dead. What do you think? No, this is very natural. Odd, I didn't think I'd see another one like this in my years. Well, what are you gonna do with her? You want me or you? I think it's better if I talk to her. I'm more in common with her at this point. Sure about that? Yes, Pavel, just go back to your swamp. I'll see you in a couple of years. Alright, don't mess her up too much, you old horned bastard. Yeah, I won't, don't worry. He'll be alright. And you just see this face coalesce in front of you, and you feel yourself become more like you were, only without eyes, a form of the young elven girl.
So Pavel and Kakol and our friends
forms in the gray void. As before you, the white-gray moat begins to expand into a large shape of a very odd tiefling
or Virgil,
pure
or whoever
white
this is.
with great horns
What?
curved, wearing very bright clothing, and with a happy, very fatherly smile. Oh, hello, Kalan. How are you? You can.
She. Oh, is she allowed? Can she actually like speak in this area?
Yeah, you can speak.
Okay, for one, knowing that she can speak, she kind of looks around like these really strange places. 1 minute she can't,
Yes,
the next minute
that's
she
true.
can.
I know. It's very confusing. Don't worry, it's part of what happened to you.
Wait, what happened to me?
Well, I don't want to alarm you, but you're dead.
Meanwhile, her face goes completely like if it could go paler than like paper white, it does. Like, you know, because he said, I don't want to alarm you, but you're dead. That's kind of alarming.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I used to be better at this. Oh, bother. My name is Virtue. I'm like you. This is hard to explain. Right now, you're back to where you were 4 years ago. Olaf, no. And well, I saved you then once, and I need you to go back. You're. This is very hard to explain. Do you remember anything of your past?
No?
Right. Well, that won't change, unfortunately, if I send you back. You'll get better at it, though. Listen, I used to be a renowned expert of natural magical phenomena. And 4 years ago, when I was on this plane here, you appeared just as you are. I was able, with the help of a good friend of mine, to pull you back and send you back. But you were changed. You weren't quite yourself. I'm sorry, you cannot go back again without problem. I can send you back only one more time, but it will change you again. And this time, you have to come find me.
If I get sent back, I have to find you?
Yes, you must go. How to say this? You have to find. Go back to your place. If you can, find a woman named Willow. Tell her Virtue sent you. She will know what to do. Can you do that for me?
Yes. But is there something wrong with me that this keeps happening?
I'm so. And he looks at you and he seems so sad. I wish I could tell you, child, but that is not my place. All I can promise you is this. You mean much more to this world than you know. And everyone does. But you have a part to play still. I'm sorry, but you must continue until the time is up to give back what you stole, whether you knew it or not.
Okay.
He kind of holds you close. It will be all right. Just take a deep breath. And as you breathe in, all of you see around you as all the children begin kind of going and sleeping. You see Kalan, her wounds begin to heal. And she glows bright and bright as her limbs begin to elongate, as her hair begins to grow, as unfortunately her clothes
clothes begin to rip as well, unfortunately, because this is what happens. And suddenly, in a bright flash of light, Kalan, you open your eyes in your new 110-year-old body.
Jesus.
Everyone can unmute themselves now.
Pastor over here
What
turning
is your-
into a porno.
I was gonna say it, but I thought it would be weird.
First 16-year-old, now 110-year-old Pastor. What's going on here, buddy?
Well, no, remember, she was just aged to 16, but the body stayed the same because she's elven. This time, no, she
Yeah.
Oh,
actually
no,
grew
no.
up.
I was talking about the other 16-year-old Molly.
Oh, right.
All right.
Well, I mean, nothing like a good pair of breasts, you know what I mean?
I mean, yes, but no.
Eh.
And not to go to my D&D game for them.
Yeah. All of a sudden, you all just see this. What is your first reaction? I'm just going to say for clarity's sake, your clothes don't change. They grow up with you. I'm not being that hurt. Come on.
Okay,
It's me for crying out loud.
that's fair.
It'd be something if it
So-
were Thomas.
Thomas, I have a separate sheet for you for panties. I don't need to go that weird.
Like, the separate sheet isn't weird enough.
Dracon kind
I
of
love all
like
of you.
says, I'm not around much. Is that common with her?
Phineas is
And
just
that's
sorta-
all. And go ahead.
Phineas is just
Are
sorta
you
standing there with
okay?
his mouth agape.
And that's where we'll end session tonight.
Damn it, I wanted to respond!
Okay, respond.
She actually talks.
No. So she wakes up. The last thing she has is, her conversation with Virtue ending where she breathes in, and when she, exhales, she wakes up and sees, the forest where she last remembered being polymorphed, and looks around and tries standing up, but it's obvious that she's new to the limbs and kind of has to lean against the nearby crystal if it's even still there.
Oh no, it's gone.
Okay, well then she just kind of falls back over again. And hearing Ryder ask if she's okay, she kind of looks at him with this expression of, I don't know what just happened to me, what's going on?
And that is where we'll end session.
Technically, Kalana's still older than Ariella.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great session, guys.
Sometimes.
Yep, it was fun.
Alright. Well, I will see you guys on, let's see,
Tuesday?
probably, oh yeah, Tuesday. I'll see you Tuesday. So, most of you.
At night.
Alright.
Smell
Have a
the
good
moon.
night,
Bye, friends.
buddy.
See
I'll
ya.
see you. Yes. And now, Kalan is a young
Yep.
adult.
Wait, what warlock are you?
110 years old. None. She's the same class.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much everything is the same about her except, she's an adult now.
And in the meanwhile, Ignis is like, wait, how does that work? Oh, trust me. It works. All right. That was a lot of fun, guys. You all have a good
Thanks
night.
for the session.
Later.
Thank
See
you,
ya,
guys. It's good.
Pastor.
It's good. And what a way to come back. What a way to come back.
Yeah, right?
Just murder a child.
Murder a child.
Yes.
There's
Alright.
only one thing worse than a rapist: a child.
Child.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, so that's going to be it for me tonight, guys. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Thank you guys very much. Good to know that multi-streaming works for D&D, so I will at least be doing that. Was not expecting the child to die. Awkward. But yeah, that's going to be it. I appreciate y'all. I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you all next time, which will possibly be later this week if I have time while I'm working, or just,